Hello everyone, welcome back to Vesever Storytime, where we continue with Danganronpa V3 episode chapter 2. We are on to the second free time section, where we were trying to build up our relationship with Kirumi. Now, I had promised that I was going to... Whoa, I should just go like this. There we go. Before we get right into the game. There we go. Alright. So we had just started free time right now. And I had completely forgotten all those many days off this entire weekend. The Thursday, the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday. To go spend my coins on the mono machine for presents. But I remembered about 2 hours before the stream started. So I was sitting there going, I'm sitting there eating my supper with my controller going with one hand. Okay, click, 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 click. So I now have 100% duplication rate. So I believe the only presents left, I can't get through the mono machine. Just through chapters and various other events in the game. Which is odd because there's... Oh, unless there's just some not available yet? This is a lot of question marks. The Splatoon Vogue. Oh dear. Alright, so thank you, Cheese, for getting that nice and ready for me. Still no 43. How about 53? Still out of that. 54. I got a bunch of the Flame Thunders though. Oh man, we're going to give her a lot of Flame Thunder. Great. Alright, where's she at here? Where's she at? You have to use more coins? Is it unlike the other games? Because the other games, you legit got every single one of them. And until your duplication rate went up to 100%. Oh, so they changed that. Oh, intriguing. Ah, there she is. Actually, the other one would have been better, but oh well. Oh, that makes things tough. But I suppose it makes sense, because in this game, you get a lot of coins. I felt safe. I only did one trial so far, but I felt safe going, oh, I'll do a couple times with like 50 coins to bring it down to a sub 50% duplication chance. All right.
That is correct.
It seems Maki has been standing guard in front of her research lab this whole time. Does that mean I need to deliver dinner to her? Should I hang out with Kirumi for a while? I have a feeling that... I'm hoping not, but I think she's going to die soon. Just because of how much everybody is depending on her. Either that, or she's going to snap and kill someone.
Yes, of course.
She cannot enjoy her meal while standing, so I need to bring her a table set as well. Perhaps I can find one in the warehouse. Kirumi and I spent some time searching the warehouse. A little closer. Yeah, we're going to give it stuff. You've noticed something that kind of ruins all of them. Every single one? Man, I'm curious. Have a broom.
I will do my best.
Will there be booties? Yes, we already know that.
Excuse me.
Shuichi, I think you are misunderstanding something. Whenever the writers plan to kill people, they make them a lot more focused on. You're right, Cheese, and that's how I figured out the murderers a lot of the time, to be honest. Danganronpa 1, the title, and then having them in there a lot was kind of how I guessed a lot of those killers. Danganronpa 2, there was some differences. I don't think it was as heavy as Danganronpa 1 was, Misunderstanding?
That is troubling.
1, 2, and 1, 3. Yeah, Danganronpa 1 I felt was very heavy-handed in that aspect. Do you think I am the perfect maid?
That's...
From what you've told me, you're absolutely flawless. And with your support, anyone can be incredibly successful. Well, I do appreciate that. I do not prefer being called a perfect maid machine. I don't think I've ever said that.
May I?
Besides, it is close to impossible to help those without potential to succeed. Well, that may be, but there have been times when I was unable to support even those with potential.
That is.
There was such a time when I had just started my career as a maid. A businessman hired me, and he was brimming with ambition and talent. I knew he would become famous, so I did everything I could. I took care of his daily needs and gave him advice. I even worked as his secretary at times. When my master was busy, I would take his place giving orders to his employees. That is how the company steadily grew. My master was called Hero of our Era.
That is troubling.
But eventually, my master became unable to do anything by himself. What do you mean?
That is.
I provided for him far too much. I thought helping my master with any responsibility would benefit him. But he cried to me saying he was unable to make any more decisions. That's not your fault, Kurumi. They were just too reliant on you.
I do not agree.
No, it was my fault. I only thought about my own actions and neglected my master's feelings. That's a good experience, I'd say. May not be a fond memory, but it was a good experience for you.
Yes.
Perhaps I was able to reevaluate myself as a maid. My principles of selfless devotion stems from this experience.
I will do my best.
I will not make the same mistakes again. But there is still a weakness I cannot overcome. It is my most fearful enemy. Your most fearful enemy? What's that? First time I've seen her do that face.
Cognac. Cognac.
I cannot cut cognac. Huh?
Excuse me.
I assume you have not noticed. I never use cognac in my cooking. Now that you mention it, I suppose that's true. I don't even know what that is.
In order to complete a request.
I've been avoiding it to elude suspicion, but I'm prepared to dice it and use it. We've got one more to go! I spent some time trying to teach Kurumi how to cut cognac. Okay, I want to know what this is. What the heck is cognac? Cognac. Noodles. Asian plant is more of an edible corn. Oh, intriguing. Oh. Intriguing. Well, the more we learn. And welcome, guitar. How are you doing? We've got one more flower to go. You're on vacation, you son of a... This is an official announcement from the Ultimate Academy. It is now 10 p.m.
So?
The late night special at the exclusive Monocup kitchen inside the dining hall is...
I'm whipping up a rice bowl with chicken, egg, and spicy kimchi. It's only 1,000 calories.
Dang. Look at that. Look at that. One wheelbarrow of fried chicken, one cluster of eggs, one pile of spicy kimchi, one handful of mayonnaise, and 1 grain of rice.
It's easy to make. Just cook fried chicken and eggs with rice. Top it with kimchi. Oh, and don't forget the mayo.
Oh man.
By the way, this here's for Monocubs only. We ain't sharing any with yous.
Oof. How rough is that?
How you like my culinary chaos? So long, farewell.
How dare they? Oh, that looks so tasty and we don't get none. I wouldn't eat that greasy food even if they threatened to kill me.
But
Bro. Anyway, nighttime already, huh? It gets to be nighttime. I start thinking about things. Naughty things. Oh dear. Was there really no way to save Kaede? I ask myself questions like that. Because no matter how I think about it, what happened to her is my fault. Who is it this time? Huh? Is somebody here? The doorbell's ringing. That's right. I made it 1000 now. After those damn wars with Bait and Zuki or Chris. And I know a lot of you have like 20,000 pages or something saved up, so I mean it's a steeper bump, but I know you can afford it. Oh, I just noticed these pretty flowers.
Yo!
Hey, come hang out with me a sec.
huh?
Huh? Now? But it's nighttime.
Come on, man.
There's no rule about walking around at nighttime, right?
Huh.
I'll be waiting in my courtyard. See, Luke's trying to cheat. He's trying to go like, me, he. Be waiting at the courtyard.
Wait!
But Kaido wasn't listening. He turned and quickly walked away. Courtyard at this time of night? What does he want? Could it be about the motive video I have? But how does he know? Wait, should I even go at all? Something might happen. Should we take the Cubs pad? I think taking the Cubs pad would work. Wants me to come with him. Does he know about the motive video? Yes, how did he find out? There we go. No, you did not miss any Mew installs. Basically, you came in right at the perfect time. I just finished doing my Kirumi. I am 1 flower away from maxing her. Make a witness, yeah. Oh, are you going out, Shuichi?
Okay.
Yeah, Kaido asked me to come meet him.
Ah, yes.
I saw him near the Wisterias. So it was you he was waiting for.
In any event.
What? Having a secret meeting? At a time such as this? Do you intend to exchange motives? We plan to exchange something.
No.
What's Kirumi's story or Muse? I don't know. Maybe? He just asked me to meet him. I don't know why. Eka, who really loves serving. We found out that one time she served someone too much, that she pampered them. And they totally lost all ability to do anything themselves, and she hates herself for that. She's like, I'm not the ultimate maid. I failed once with this. I'm like, no, it's okay. It was a learning experience. It's all good. She's like, yeah, I'll never make that mistake again. So, you know, she's learning. She doesn't, and it's just funny because she's taking on so much from everybody here. So the real question is she trying to learn everybody's weaknesses right now? I was merely joking. However, it would be understandable for one to come to that conclusion. Please keep that in mind. Well, since I've witnessed you here, I suggest you avoid taking any foolish actions. In any event, good night. Now I'm even more worried. Something could happen to me. I mean, she is. She took down that entire mob, remember? And then she made the leader. She worked for the leader. Ryoma also took down a mafia. That is true. We've got 2 bona fide killers here. Although she didn't say whether she killed everyone, but She said she neutralized people when she was working her way to the boss. Yeah. Oh, it's you, Shuichi. What are you doing up at this hour? Well, just thinking. But it's pretty late now. I think I'll sleep well tonight.
Knew it.
If I knew it'd be like this, I would have had her undo my brainwashing a long time ago.
Huh?
Your brainwashing? Well, good night. What's that about? She looked happier than usual. I wonder what happened. Yoo-hoo! Huh? Shuichi? Where are you off to at this hour? Oh, well, I have something to do. What are you doing? I was just praying to a tour. And? Just be excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow?
Sayonara.
Good night, Shuichi. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow? Is she planning something? All I know is all these people were asking Kirumi to do something. So,
Yo!
surprise party. Oh, good, you came. What's wrong, Kaido? Why did you call me out here all of a sudden?
I mean,
See, since I was chosen as an astronaut trainee, I've trained every day, but I haven't done any training here at all. At this rate, I'll get all week, so
got it.
join me, Shuichi.
Huh?
What? Why me?
All right.
Doesn't matter, let's get started. Take off your coat.
Wait!
Wait, why?
Shut up!
Stop complaining, just do 50 push-ups! Don't know how it happened, but before I knew it, we've got Taka-Mondo friendship going on. I was doing push-ups with Kato in the courtyard in the middle of the night.
Why do I have to do this?
Now's not the time to use your head. Now's the
Kyondo.
time to move your body.
I forgot about that.
What's the matter? Slowing down already?
I never do push-ups. My arms are giving out.
Hey, don't say that. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Make it so. What the? That logic makes no sense. Somehow, I managed 50 push-ups, but my body was spent. I collapsed on the grass, panting. Hopefully nobody has their volume too loud. There's a lot of strange grunts happening right now.
Jeez.
That's pathetic, man. Getting tired from only 50 push-ups?
Got it.
Well, that's enough for now. We'll pick back up tomorrow.
Huh?
We're doing this again tomorrow?
Huh?
Huh? Well, yeah, you gotta do daily training every day, right? But why do I gotta do this, Kaido?
I mean,
Because this training's for you.
Huh?
For me? When I look at you, I can't help but get frustrated. I ask myself, is the one Kaede entrusted her wish to really this weak?
I mean,
You've been holding yourself back since then, haven't you? Do you think Kaede died because you made a wrong deduction? You think you killed her?
Okay.
Yeah, yes, I do, Kaido. Because of my detective work, she set up that...
ass.
What are you saying? That was all her fault.
Listen up.
Her sins and her regrets are hers alone. Will I make her worry about you if you try to bear all those by yourself? I know. I know that! I already know that. You don't have to tell me. But I can't help it, Kaido. I can't stop myself from thinking about what I could have done.
It's no use.
I'm scared. I try hard not to be, but I'm scared. Can't stop thinking about the pain and sadness that comes if I reveal the truth. That's what I'm afraid of.
All right.
Excuse me. I got it! So that's your enemy, huh?
Huh?
Enemy?
I mean,
Well, you gotta deal with your worries yourself. Can't give you an answer for those, but
but you know,
at least you know you're weak. As long as you can admit that,
let's do it.
then you'll be okay. You just gotta train and get stronger.
Huh?
Listen up.
Training is the only way to overcome your weakness. But in my case, getting stronger is more of a mental concept.
Don't worry about it.
Your head and body are connected, right? At the end of the day, they're the same. What does that even mean? It's not making any sense. But maybe that's exactly what I need right now. Alright, Kaido, I'll try.
No.
I mean, will you let me? I want to train with you, Kaido. To get closer to defeating my enemy.
Well said.
Well said, bro. Well, I'm strict, so you better prepare yourself. Bro, huh? The first time he's called me that. That's right, bro. Yeah, bro. Bro. Try so hard, but in the end, Hino always comes back. Hello, welcome back. All about that bromance. But perhaps you should be training too, Kaido. You talk big for a guy that only did 20 push-ups.
What?
But you were counting?
Jeez.
Jeez, you even noticed that. Guess you are the ultimate detective after all.
But
you know, the goal was just 50 anyway. So it doesn't matter if I'm a few short. Well, that's not fair at all. And thus, Kaido and I began our training regimen. I don't really know why Kaido was so concerned about me, but I suppose I can trust someone again. Just this time. I decided to trust Kaido. He's dead. Okay, Kurumi kills Kaido. I decided to trust Kaido and his craziness. Everyone who Shuichi trusts dies. So tired. You act like this is a Danganronpa. Okay. Everyone say, okay, you know, it's the friendly people you gotta watch out for. I worked out for the first time in a long while. I'm completely exhausted, but it's a good kind of exhausted. Right now, sleep. He needs Sakura and Hina to show him what supplements to take. That wonderful protein powder shake. Hit him over the head with a bar. Exactly, you know. Once burned, forever burned. You know, you feel warm every time. I didn't have any intrusive thoughts that night. As soon as my head hit the pillow, I fell into a deep, relaxing sleep. Snore! At the time, I didn't yet realize just how horrific it can be to trust someone in this way. Damn it. Why you gotta foreshadow like that? Why you gotta do that? Whoa, dear lord. The junk Monokuma! What are you looking at? Who are you guys? You're probably thinking this killing game is taking forever. Someone just die already. That is what you're thinking, right? Man, you guys are messed up. But I feel the same way too. Jeez, why won't someone just die? Watching people live and die is really the best entertainment. Some people say, what do you think life is? Honestly, life is worthless. Junk Monokuma. Wait, there's a bit more. Let's see if I can do this right. Junk. No.
It's kinda like junk.
Junk Monokuma. Yes. When you die, you're quickly forgotten because there's tons of replacements out there. Junko Monokuma. How interesting would that be? But if you die in a death game, everyone knows who you are. That itself is a form of happiness. Guess who will find happiness next? My heart's pounding with excitement. Rise and shiner sign. Oh, they're not as cheery today. This is an official announcement from the Ultimate Academy. It is now 8 a.m. Time to wake up.
Dumbass!
What are you eating?
It's fine.
It is okay.
What do you mean?
What's okay?
It is now 8 a.m. So then,
Everybody wake up. Let us all be positive and excited today.
So long, farewell.
Ugh, my body hurts. My muscles were still sore from that working out. But because of that, I had a good night's sleep for the first time in a while. Perhaps even the first full night's sleep since I got here. So the soreness was nice in a way.
all right.
Breakfast! Eating a good breakfast became part of my daily routine. So, have days passed? Because he's talking about it's only a daily routine, daily regimen. Because that's not creepy. Ryoma just sitting there in the shadows. Oh, Shuichi. Ah, Ryoma, are you headed to the dining hall?
No.
If I went there the way I am now, I'd just ruin the mood.
Hey,
Listen, I can't even begin to imagine what your life has been like. I know that this is going to sound cliche, but
okay.
you shouldn't give up on life. If you keep living, I'm sure good things will happen. Good things, huh?
But
Good things are when your wishes, hopes, or dreams are fulfilled, right? What does that have to do with someone like me with no wishes, hopes, or dreams? But
more
importantly, did something happen to you?
Huh?
Two militaries talking to each other. What regiment are you on? I'm on a daily regiment. Huh?
sheesh.
You haven't noticed? You look completely different from yesterday. But if he did give on life, people would understand. No, everybody was telling him that he shouldn't. They aren't understanding guitar. It's like your eyes have stopped focusing on the past. Your face looks more dependable. Ryoma's speech was low and melancholy. He turned and walked away.
Okay.
Stop focusing on the past? I guess. Bad jokes are a wonderful thing. Alright, here's Mew. Let's go say hi.
Hey,
Hey, Shuichi! I mean, Puichi! There's something I gotta ask you. Why did she correct herself? You ever hear about back items in casinos?
Huh?
Back items? What are those? You want to know more? You do, right?
on your knees.
Then bow down to me, worm.
Wait.
I know, Puichi. Yeah, where's the new creative insults? Come on, you gotta invent new ones. Where's this coming from?
Listen up.
Last time when you and Katie bowed to me, it felt so good that I had to put on dry panties. Oh dear. So do it again. Come on, hurry up. Make with the bowing already. Sorry, I'm not going to do that. See you later. Huh? Oh, wait a minute. You don't need to bow. Just listen to what I gotta say. She just wants my attention. Well, I do kind of want to know what she's talking about. I suppose I'll listen to her. It is a trap.
You're right.
She's going to scream out, "What's a pervert?" All right, I'll hear you out. What is a back item? So if you have a certain item, you can play a back game sponsored by Monokuma himself. Be traded at a higher rate. If you do well, you can earn quite the fortune. A back game? I have a bad feeling about this.
If I remember correctly.
Wait a minute, is that item this metal? It commemorates the founding of the casino after all. Ahoy there, Zup. Oh no! You just reminded me, Chris, about that email that we had gotten earlier today. If any of you have Sea of Thieves, you can log in between now and I think in a couple days, and you get free 250 coins to use in the marketplace. This way, you can get yourself a free emote or something else of your choosing. Just make sure you log in. Maybe just run around a little bit. But yes. There we go. So thank you, Chris, for saying ahoy. Because that is what totally jogged my memory on that. What the? Yeah, that's right. Just like when a certain someone upped his dab cost from 1,000 up to 2,000. Unlike you, I didn't double the price. I just rose it by a little bit. I've made a discovery that even I, the gorgeous girl genius Miu Iruma, couldn't find. How could I be bested by the beta of all betas?
No.
You came to me. I knew Kamaji was a good idea. Well, with you being a detective and all. You managed to track down that metal coin like I knew you would. Ha! I'm so awesome.
That being said,
Bring that metal coin to the casino. Sure. Why not? A bit worried about Monokuma, but I'm more worried about what will happen if we ignore it. I'll see what happens, just in case. Just as I predicted. Detectives get excited for casino games just like boys get excited for holes.
out of my way.
Come to the casino once you're done eating. Don't forget to bring that medal.
Okay.
Got it. Well, I guess I finished eating. It's like an iPhone. Well, you know. It's so this way, each time you want to use it is this special moment in your heart. Unless you've got lots of points saved up, then you're just like, ha ha ha! I guess I'll finish eating. I'm hesitant. I don't want to ignore it if it has the potential to be a problem. That's okay, right? Going to be a CG you've never seen? The casino? Oh, because... Oh, that medal must be from me doing the Mono machine, I guess, right? Am I going right now? No, okay, breakfast. Yay, Mono machines! Are you gonna have something special for me? Good morning, Shuichi.
Hey,
Good morning, Sumugi. Are you headed to the dining hall?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, not because anyone told me to or anything. I just felt like it.
that reminds me.
Have you gone to the casino, Shuichi? I find myself there sometimes. I've never seen most of the games they have there.
Could it be?
You think Monokuma made them? If so, I regret getting hooked on one of them. You're hooked on one, huh?
It's plain to see.
I'm just plain confident in my gaming skills. Would you like to play together sometime? Sure, if we get the chance. Oh, sorry, we should stop talking about stuff like this and go to the dining hall already. Let me go on ahead. Wait, there's someone here. It's Kibo!
Kibo.
Kibo! I like how he says that. Just like in a fighting game when you're selecting someone and they could say their name. Like Ryu! Chun-Li! Kibo!
Yes.
Good morning. Have you seen Kokichi or Gunta?
Huh?
I haven't seen them. I see. Saw them earlier and they seem to be sneaking around. Given Kokichi's penchant for mischief, do you think he's planning to cause more trouble? Suck it! Gunta is very earnest, but also very naive. Kokichi could easily fool him.
Well,
That's true, that's a bit disconcerting. I wonder why Kokichi is so determined to undermine our cooperation. He would be great in a fighting game. I mean, they've got Mega Man in one of the street... Capcom versus whatevers. True, Monokuma does interfere with our attempts to cooperate, but consider this. Perhaps what Monokuma fears more than anything is our cooperation. That's why I think Kaede was not wrong.
you're right.
I think so too. I'll always be thankful for what Kaede tried to do for us.
Indeed.
That's right. We all cooperate. I'm sure we will be able to escape this place. We meet every morning for breakfast. We will slowly but surely become more united.
Okay.
Yeah!
Well then.
I'll go to the dining hall now. If you have to count beans... Wait, what? What's this about beans? Confused. Oop, this way. Whoa, run! Run! And there's one more person in front. Oh, no. Talk to everybody. See her. No. Hey, Tails, these games never end. Gears of War? I mean, Gears of War, there's 5 of those. That's all I'm saying. Only 3 Danganronpas. How you doing today, sir? According to my calculations, not everyone has gathered today.
I suppose so.
You can see that without doing any calculations. Take 5 hours to finish, though. You have a fair point. You have a fair point. Okay, yes, Fino, that's true. There's Ultra Despair Girls and whatever. Okay, fine. That's fine. Fine.
Jeez.
What's everyone else doing?
It seems as if.
Seems Maki has chosen to spend all her time inside her ultimate research lab. I'm not sure what she's doing in there, but she has no intention of leaving.
What was that?
What does the ultimate child caregiver gotta do in her research lab anyway?
Huh?
Maybe she's hiding a bunch of kids in there that she's secretly taking care of. Shh. What? She's not some stray dog on the streets raising pups? Would take 13 hours to finish it? Oof. Oh, man. You know, I can't fault you for saying that. It's taken me a lot longer to go through these games than it should, so, you know. I also saw Kokichi and Kunta sneaking around together. Couple of virgins sneaking around sounds like bad news to me.
Hey.
I saw Ryoma on my way here, but he said he wasn't coming today. I see. Well, we don't need that guy around till he's got his head on straight. How did the famous Ryoma Hoshi end up like that? What? The famous Ryoma Hoshi? Moving along. What are those two doing? What is that? Hey, what are you guys doing? He's a gender fluid that does things in his own time. I can appreciate them not rushing through games. Well, you see that, Tiles. What I like to do, it's like a fine wine. What you, with these games, you just need to sip on it a bit. You grab yourself a wonderful beverage container, such as this. You ensure that it's filled with a proper fluid to keep the throat nice and moist while you're reading through all the text. Then, of course, when your throat gets parched, you hit your handy dandy release button. This pops it open like so. And then you get a drink. Mighty refreshing on the good old throat. You just feel the water sliding down. If you swallow the ball, you see, it helps to cleanse the throat of all the mucus that is there. Then you can just hack it back up after like a cat. Bad taste bottle's back? No, it's good now. It's good. I cleaned it out really well. One of those. I mean, if the ball can fit down your throat, what am I right? Hey, what are you guys doing?
Prayer time.
Praying to Atua, of course. Praying to Atua. You too, Himoko? As long as I pray like this, I don't need to waste my energy on useless stuff. No matter what happens or what trouble lies ahead, my heart will be calm.
I'll commit that to my memory bank.
I see. It's escapism.
That's not right.
No, she has merely abandoned reality to speak to Atua.
Actually.
That is escapism.
Oh my.
Really? I didn't know that.
You gotta be kidding me.
Hey, Angie! How did you brainwash Himoko? On the contrary, I've undone her brainwashing. I was brainwashed before, back when I didn't feel the presence of Atua. It seems too late.
Himiko!
Please get a hold of yourself. You have to face reality.
Please!
Hey! Himoko! Himoko!
Stop it.
Stop it. When you interrupt me, it messes up my calm heart. I remember this nightmare reality I'm in. All my insecurities and loneliness. The pain that made me want to die.
Here!
Shh. Sheesh, Tenko, don't interrupt Himoko while she's praying. Then, smiling as always, Angie walked up to Himoko and... Oh, she's going to hug her. She's going to give her a big kiss. What's she going to do? Oh. Look at how wholesome and nice that is. Oh.
I understand, Himiko. You're not actually scared. You're just sad, aren't you?
Aw. What did I say about Sea of Thieves earlier? Log in now within the next few days to get a free 250 tokens. I got an email about it earlier today. Here it is. Just log in between today and the 31st of December to claim it. There you go. There's the timeline. So you can't do it today. It's okay. Well, I don't know when they're giving it out, but you know, that's what the email says. So it could be as long as you log in today, you will get it at some point. But it did sound like in this email that it was supposed to be right away. Because it's the marketplace tokens. Unless it's just for me. Ooh, I assumed it was for everyone. Perhaps that email was just for me. I get 250 coins. Sorry, Chris. You've been naughty. You gotta be a good little boy like me. Praise the Tua!
Yeah, that's right.
You feel frustrated, anxious, and worried, but you have no one to confide in, do you? It's okay. You're not alone, Himiko.
Hashtag ad.
I know a handsome god who is keeping a watchful eye on you. Handsome god?
She's talking about me. What can I say? I'm controlling them.
Ah,
Yeah, what a mysterious miracle. I'm not scared anymore.
thanks, Bituatua.
Ah, how wonderful. It is all thanks to the handsome god.
Hey!
Huh? Oh, what handsome god? Wait, Himoko, you like handsome men? Why can't it be me? Oh, see that? See that? When she's trying to get her to eat that hot pot? She's talking about herself. She wanted Himoko to eat her. Ouch. Now she's like, you like men? Don't like men. Are you playing for the other team? Ooh, she's calling her out. Huh? Oh, look at that drool. What are you talking about? It's nothing like that. Oh.
Hey,
Hey, Angie, what do you do, Himoko? Tenko? Cute? Do we get some other pictures we can look at here? Let's see. I'm gonna have to say, not my type. Not my type. And that's not just because of her attitude. It was filled with waifus everywhere. Huh? What did I do?
What a surprise!
Do something? I did? What did I do?
Yup.
Ah, yes, a Tua has spoken to me. I shall convey his message to everyone. Where's this conversation going? Anyway, what was Tua's message? It concerns me a little. Fine.
hey,
Angie, what are these divine messages? Atua says that this academy suffers from the same sins as the outside world. You're all unhappy because your greed is making you treat others like adversaries.
Atua has spoken.
Your desire to leave this place has only worsened your greed. Worsened your greed.
Cause
Greed?
Atua says so.
So we must cast aside that sinful greed and rejoice in our new lives here. Hey, I like that. It's like, next time Guitar comes in, I'm going to be like, hey, Guitar. Yeah. So, you are saying we should live here for the rest of our lives?
No.
Novi, there's also another girl that didn't like boys. A certain camera girl. So you get her? Gets that. Now, she didn't say that she hates. She didn't hate boys. She just wasn't particularly fond of. There was a difference. She's not running around Say, guitar! Calling people degenerates. Guitar pose. Exactly. No, that's wrong.
How divine!
It's not enough to simply live here forever. Our lives must also be full of divine purpose. In other words,
You see?
we must make this academy heaven on earth. How many brushes does she have? Oh, she has calligraphy pens too. Or are those all sculptors? Oh. I thought she was just a painter. But I guess she's a general artist. What?
And then?
In doing so, our desire to leave will vanish, and the killings will cease. Are you being serious right now?
Yes.
This place provides us all with shelter, food, clothing, and wonderful friends.
You'll get punished.
What more could you possibly desire? Do not give in to your greed.
What? Kimiko!
Do you hear this nonsense? Snap out of it!
Get out!
Tua's divine messages are never wrong. What?
Yep.
Himoko is a good girl and a fast learner.
And then?
Together we devised a truly divine plan. The best plan ever to help us live lives and fulfill here. What's that? They sound very familiar, don't they? Very close to one another. The best plan? Tell them, Himoko.
Everyone!
Make them burst with happiness. Explode with excitement. It's finally happening.
Great, huh?
The amazing Himoko's magic show is finally opening. Huh? A magic show? Don't worry, admission is free. Actually, I guess admission will just be your smiles. Over the years, my show has given many smiles to people with broken hearts. Now's the time to demonstrate my powers.
My magic.
My magic is the only thing that can heal your twisted hearts. But in our current predicament, performing magic tricks is quite illogical.
Stop it.
Yeah, don't disturb my concentration. You gotta learn to read the mood already. Okay. Calling it. Magic show. We're gonna go start to go to the magic show. Or some Himoko will start to do it. And then she's going to find a body sawn in half or something. Because as we so aptly put earlier, the last stream with this, that it looked like a room just full of murder weapons. Get Kibo already. And it's called a magic show because I do magic, not tricks. Screw your magic show. Don't get excited about that crap.
Hey, why?
You're way too excited.
How about that?
Yeah, the show opens tomorrow morning. Come to the gym after the morning announcement. You guys better get excited and look forward to it with it. Ooh, this is a new word for me. Antisturbation.
Say,
Okay, that'd be why, because it's not a real word. Surely you mean anticipation. Why have I misunderstood the nature of this show?
Well then.
Are you a robophobe, Guitar? You a robophobe? That what this is? We can't have that. No. You know, we just... That's inappropriate. Inappropriate. Alright, so... I am planning, just to give everybody a heads up, with the community chest here today. It is giving out League of Legends mystery skins. So this is like actual mystery skins for the characters in League of Legends. I got a pretty nifty one, the other one, and it's a permanent. It's not a whatever. Yeah, no one cares about you, Fino. Jeez. Don't play League? Whatever. League is the best. Anyways, I am planning on giving that out tonight, so if you have anything to throw in there from your primes, feel free. And then it might be a little bit later on. Are you a botanist? Ooh, maybe. You cannot sell in-game. I mean, you can sell an account, I guess. Just watch Fino's going to get like gifted all of them. Himoko and I will begin the prep work. I'm supposed to ask others to help too.
Sayonara.
I'm counting on you guys to help. Yeah, sayonara. Yeah, farewell. I do like the Himiko looks a lot happier with her around though, with this newfound faith. After announcing their show before anyone could react, Himiko and Angie left the dining hall.
Himiko?
Himiko, what happened to her? Faith, as intense as this, can be quite terrifying.
But
There may be no cause for concern. This does not appear to be related to our motive videos.
Come on, man.
Have enough for subs, but you can give bits to enter? Well, Duke, lucky for you, it doesn't cost anything to enter. Pretty much the way community gift chest works is anybody who has Prime can give up to 3 inside a community chest across wherever. And then when I hit go, it will automatically distribute it to everybody that's in chat. So there's no entry. You don't need to do any special commands, none of that good stuff. Or bad stuff, or whatever it was. Little only worried about that?
I'm worried.
Of course, we cannot afford to take Monokuma's motives lightly. But everyone who isn't here will be showing each other their videos, right?
The fuck you just say?
You mean Kokiji, Gunta, and Ryoma?
No.
No, I don't think that's it. Even with 3 people, there's a low probability of them having each other's motives. It seems unlikely that one of them would show a motive video without seeing their own in return. I don't think a video exchange in a small group like that is likely.
True.
I see, that is true.
Well done.
Not bad, that's the ultimate detective for you.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess we'll just wait. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. The same goes for Angie and Himiko. Give Himiko back!
What do you think?
For now, let us have some breakfast, shall we? I prepared meals for everyone. Of course, I'll deliver meals to those who are not currently present. Duke, hey! Thank you so much for those bits. For being amazing. Oh, oof. You know, thank you for being here and having fun with us. As Jesus said, Kaido's is the only one we've seen thus far. Of course, I will deliver meals to those who are not currently present. You don't gotta do that. I'll eat their portions. Oh yeah! Kaido, don't push yourself too hard. You see, the problem, Guitar, that I have with this, I was originally going to say, yeah, let's do Mew. But, we only have, apparently according to Cheese, enough free times to max out 2 people. 2 people. I want to know more about what's-her-face's story, Maki's story. I need to know why she's so mean and stuffy and closed off. Not to mention I'm scared. Scared. After I helped the stuffed Kaido to his room, I returned to my own. I still got lots of brooms. Come on, free time. Let's finish this up. Free time? Yeah. Lots of brooms. Go to the casino. Oh yes, I did promise Mew. To the casino!
Shuichi.
Wait up, Shuichi. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. Huh? Kokichi? And Ryu and Ryoma?
Ha! Fucking virgin!
Looks like these pubeless version was eavesdropping on us. That knee was perfectly timed, and I didn't even do that. Well played, Cheese. Well played. There we go. As an evil supreme leader, I can't pass up the chance to watch you win a jackpot.
That's correct.
Ryoma and I have just arrived as well. Yeah, you know, Kokichi. This place is pretty suspicious. We'd better investigate it thoroughly.
Hey.
Well, we can play some secret game with Shuichi's medal, can't we? Huh? What? Who came up with that rule?
Fucking moron!
You did die? Who else could it be?
No.
But it wasn't me.
The fuck you just say?
We're freaking around. I'm not playing dumb. I never tell a lie, because bears do not lie. That's not very persuasive. First of all, that medal is just a special knick-knack I made for the Mono Cubs. There's no reason for you guys to have it. Stick in a slot machine if you want. So we can use it even though it's supposed to be a special item?
Why, you?
What? You mean I got fake info? Typical useless Mew. You would get jerked around by fake info like that. Bears do not lie. There you go, guitar. Take a screenshot. That ought to do you for a while.
Jeez.
Well, it's fine if it was just fake info. It's not the reason I came here anyway.
Whoa!
Whoa, what are you guys doing here? Kaido?
Yoo-hoo!
Why you here, Kaido? I thought you swore off gambling forever.
Hey!
Just off of that yoo-hoo, I had to do it. Hold up! What do you think I came here to gamble? Would one come here for some other reason? No, you're wrong. I didn't come here to gamble.
Kaito Momota.
I just don't understand why the instincts of Kaido Momoto, luminary of the stars, were off.
Oh, I see.
Oh, so you're positive you'll win it this time? Kaido, it's good to be confident, but not when you're wrong about everything all the time.
What?
Then 3 to 1000 I'm used for ERP. That bull. I would believe it. Huh? Take that back!
Don't screw around.
Don't you dare underestimate the instincts of Kaido Momoto. I challenge you, Kokichi. I accept your challenge. He's so easily manipulated. So simple. Like a moth to a flame.
Okay.
Yeah. Kaido, Kokichi, Rikyo, and Royal Manai. The 5 of us each used our coins and competed at the slots. I had been roped into it before I even realized it. Who cares?
The fuck's going on?
Wait, why am I getting shoved aside?
Come on, man.
You might rig the slot machine so it wouldn't be a fair match.
Huh?
What? No freaking way I'd ever do that. Written all over your face that you would.
All right.
Well then, let's start. The competition was over in a heartbeat.
What? Why? But I'm Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars.
Kaido lost in a landslide.
Whoa! That was so awesome, Ryoma!
Winning at something like this isn't anything to brag about.
Against all odds, Ryoma won in a landslide.
Hey, do you have some sort of trick?
Nothing like that. Just got a knack for it, I guess.
I guess.
What?
What? You mean you're lucky? That's just superstition.
What is it?
I cannot ignore that comment. Do not relegate luck to the realm of superstition. Oh, my Kokichi senses are tingling. He was about to give an anthropology lecture.
Yes.
For example, it is said that certain words or phrases will jinx a difficult challenge. This is deeply connected to the Japanese concept of kotodama, the power of words. Like saying green if you want me to go harder, or red if you want me to stop.
Say,
Please be silent. What? I was just trying to lighten up the mood.
so then,
Kotodama is the belief that words contain power that can influence reality itself. Speaking positive words leads to fortune, and negative words lead to misfortune.
Right?
Yeah, like when you rephrase a sentence so it doesn't sound as unlucky.
I see. Yeah.
Yes, when someone facing a challenge hears negative words, they might feel it is unlucky. That feeling of misfortune may then affect their focus or motivation, yes? Let's see, in that case, perhaps the belief in superstitions is what affects them. Ring, 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 ring.
No.
Ooh, he could be the Nagito, oh dear. I don't let silly things like that affect me. I win simply because I'm confident in my skills. That's all it takes.
That's correct.
Yes, and words have the power to grant or rob someone of such confidence. Words are powerful. Truth or lies may both be fired as powerfully as a bullet from a gun.
Okay.
I see. Guess you can't underestimate luck.
Hey, so
Hey, Ryan, didn't you have any pre-game rituals or something?
yeah.
Well, now that you mention it. When I was playing a match, if I entered the court with my right foot, it'd go well. So I did the same thing with this slot machine here. Well, that's it. I bet your racket bends to the right, too. Damn it, Mew.
Listen.
Please be silent. Forever.
What did I do?
Stop glaring at me, it's just a joke.
Alright.
Alright, I'll give it a try. What, the racket? Kaido, my. You're so gullible, Kaido.
Ryoma wins again! Too bad.
Serves you right. Why don't you give it a tug with your other hand?
Luck alone doesn't produce results as consistent as these, Ryoma.
Well, of course. If I was just lucky, I wouldn't be undefeated on the court.
You know, Kaito, you don't have any skills when it comes to gambling.
Shut up! My skills are suited for the universe. That's why they don't work on gambling. I can't waste them on that. That's why I don't gamble anymore.
Yeah, I think that's for the best.
For the best. I took a very depressed Kaido back to his room and returned to mine. Yeah, anymore. After 3 times. Kokichi and Gonta, Anji Himiko, and Ryoma, and Maki too. Everyone's all over the place, but I shouldn't just leave them be. There has to be something I can do. Yes, I'm going to do something about this. Just because I am nervous about suddenly being unable to max. Wait. And not to mention, it's always good to save. Right? Right. Map! Ah. There she is, I found her. Alright. Looked like she was over here. Maki the good. Gonna do all of that macking. I did see her over here, didn't I? Maybe she's in here. She shouldn't be in there. Oh, she is inside there. Sorry. I was not paying as close attention. It seemed odd that she'd be inside the magic room.
That is correct.
Preparations for the magic show have been going well. Enji, myself, and others have been helping Himiko. Alright, hang out for that last fragment. Yes, I'm free at the moment, so I can come to your requests. Spend some time together. Drew closer. And her last present. Another Wonderbolt. Because you can never have too many brooms.
I will do my best. I will grant your wishes. That is troubling.
How troublesome. Kirumi, is something wrong? You are about to hear me complain. I would fail you as a maid.
No.
But that's not true. That's what's bothering you. Asking for help in solving problems faster will help your master too, won't it?
That is correct.
That is true. But I do not have a master serve at the moment. I am but a stray maid.
Huh?
A stray maid?
May I?
I used a phrase, stray maid, to help you to understand. It is similar to a stray cat or dog. First of all, I don't think those things belong in the same category.
What should we do?
Is being a stray maid that much of a problem?
Yes.
It is incredibly dishonorable. It was even more serious than when she told me about her most fearful enemy.
I am a maid after all.
Even my last master disposed of me when no person needs my assistance. That is the same as having no existence. Really that bad?
Hey!
Kirumi, I have a proposal for you. Even if it's just for a little while, why don't I become your master? It's alright with you, of course.
That is.
If it is you, then I do not have any complaints. But you will have to pay me. If you sign the contract, I will serve as your maid. Second base. Ooh, boy. About my salary. Standard is 10,000 per day. What?
May I?
Sometimes I will charge you additional fees. Isn't that way too expensive? Yeah, lower quality, right? I mean, she's definitely worth it based upon everything that we've heard from her so far. You're definitely worth it. It's honestly really expensive, though.
Yes.
Of course, the salary matches the quality of my service. Such
I
confidence.
am a maid after all.
If I say my service is valuable, then perhaps it will encourage you to hire me. But it is also my duty to provide you a service that will be worth your payment.
All right.
I'll pay you. Are you sure?
Because.
If I think about it as an investment for my future, it's not so expensive. Most importantly, you get to keep your honor. Kurumi, something wrong? She's laughing? Kurumi laughing?
Excuse me.
I was joking.
Huh?
Joking?
Do you agree?
10,000 a day is definitely too steep of a price. Also, I was kidding about the stray maid thing. She has a sense of humor. Oh! I didn't know you could tell jokes, Kurumi.
Yes.
Yes, such humor is needed from a maid to calm their master. For me, I would tell jokes to my master. To her master?
May I?
Shuichi, I have told you this before, but I feel something within you. I want to serve you, regardless of the money.
As your personal maid, allow me to support your future.
Bam!
Once we escape, will you give serious consideration to employing my services?
Okay.
Kurumi. That wasn't a joke this time. Kurumi's dead serious. Honestly, I feel like Kurumi would be totally wasted on me, but I want to see the same potential that Kurumi sees in me.
You're right.
Yeah, I'll consider it, Kurumi.
Thank you.
You have my gratitude. I hope it will be a wise choice. Oh yeah, that's so deep. You learned a new skill, bed making. Oh no. Oh no. Kurumi and I discussed my future and I returned to my room. I got her undergarments. Oh yeah. Wait. Gonna kill someone first or be killed? I know. This chapter even. So this might have been the perfect time to have gotten this out of the way. Still some time left. That was my first max in this one, yep. Guess that's Kaido, but is he here to train already? I know out of the two, it's like, we're supposed to train at night? It's a little early. It's Ryoma. At the moment I opened the door. Shuichi, run! Huh? What happened? Don't just stand there, hurry! Run, hurry, he's coming!
What happened?
Who's coming? Kaido risked a glance down the hallway and immediately stiffened up in fear. Damn it, it's already here, hurry, Shuichi, run!
Shuichi!
We both make it out of this alive, let's train again. I mean, I could just lock my door. Kaido? Kaido gave his ominous warning, then ran away at lightning speed.
Huh?
What? Who are you talking about? He threw the gap in the doorway to discover what Kaido was so terrified by. It's Gunta. That's Gunta, isn't it? He looks different.
What's going on?
It looks like he's checking each room. He'll be at my door soon.
I don't know what he's up to, but it's probably better not to be here.
Excuse me. Careful to avoid alerting Gunta, I quietly tiptoed down the hall. I stealthily made my way to the courtyard. Don't call him Goku Gahara for nothing. What's that all about? What was Gunta up to?
Yeah.
From the looks of it, you ran away from Gunta too.
Ah,
Ryoma,
What now?
I don't know why, but it seems like he's gone into a rage and is trying to catch everyone. He's charging right at me at top speed. Threw himself right at you, but you managed to get away? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, falsy. You did hear Gokuhara? We just saw him. Yeah, I used the Shukichi method. A technique from my tennis days. Like a flash step, you know? Of course, I've gotten rusty since back in the day, but...
Still got a ways to go.
Still got a ways to go. You won't be able to catch me like that. Shukuchi? Ryoma must have been an incredible player back in the day. I'm sorry. For saying something so uncool, like I've got no reason to live. No, you don't have to apologize. I'm going to say this so we're clear. I'm not so stupid that I'd waste my life. I only said something like that because I was jealous of you.
Why?
Jealous?
Yeah.
If I had a stronger attachment to life, I could try my best alongside you all. Suddenly, Ryoma ducked down, taking cover. I looked to find out what scared Ryoma. I saw Gunta flying at me.
There you are. Hey, where are you going? Huh? Gonta?
Sorry, Shuichi, but I'm gonna run. I've still got things I need to do.
No. Gonta no can let you leave. Sorry, but it's for your own good.
Gunta charged at us like a runaway train, and then... I lost consciousness. I didn't even feel the impact. Didn't have time to scream. My world turned dark. In this pitch black world, I thought to myself, this is what it's like to die. I can't die yet. What happened? Ah!
Morning, sleepyhead. You're finally up, Shuichi.
Oh dear.
Huh? What?
Gunta feeling like, hold there. He is Gunta, big strong man. What?
Are you gonna ask, who am I? And where am I?
Imagine waking up to this in your face.
Well, you're definitely Shuichi Saihara. And this place is... I guess hell.
Hell?
Shook my head, confused. I looked around. Is this... You're awake? This is the Ultimate Entomologist Research Lab?
Huh?
The Ultimate Entomologist Lab? Why? I remember. I was attacked by Gunta, and then...
That's correct.
The same is true of the rest of us. We were all seized by Gunta and brought here. But Shuichi's the only one who got knocked out.
By the way,
Gunta apologized for that. Apparently, he couldn't slow down in time when he tried to grab you. Oh no! 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 Hey, mate! No! Why? Why do you hate me? Alright, mate. Okay, okay. Do the spin. I'm scared. I didn't untangle my cord, so this is good. Okay, before I do my Nico spin, it's been a pleasure with you all. I've absolutely really enjoyed having you all as my viewers. It's been a pleasure. And with this, goodbye. No, no, no. Stop. No. Damn it, I thought I was safe. I was so close. So close. So close. Thank you very much for the raid bait. How did the rest of the games go? And Zaytran? Zaytran, guess what? Let me just yeah, that's right. Now I feel weird wearing this shirt because someone went and changed all their logos and stuff now. Look at you. Now it's like, who's that? I don't know. I guess you gotta read the name. Falsey, thank you very much for that, host. I appreciate that. Throwback vintage, exactly. Your follower must come here. Tell them to get their butts over. Tell them they can watch a man get choked out on stream. Let's try clicking back in. What is this anyway? Why did Gonta do this?
Oh my.
It's because of that guy. He was provoked by that guy. Just going through a Celtic phase. You have decided V. You're glad? Well, I'm glad that you're glad. You know. Easy clap, right? Right? I just followed where Tsumugi was pointing. There's no use trying to escape. Gonta will just catch you again. Oh, good old mono, please. Alright, Kokichi, what are you planning?
No.
Is this your doing, Kokichi? Did you have Gonta kidnap us? He's so simple-minded. As soon as I told him that everyone who hates bugs was trying to get rid of them, he started crying and said that he would get you guys to love bugs, or something like that.
So that means...
And that's why we're all here. Welcome to the mandatory insect meet and greet. Oh, Gonta thought up the name. Well, if you don't like it, voice your complaints to him.
That's terrible.
Terrible, you tricked Gonta.
Right?
Isn't it great? Only an evil supreme leader like me could do something so evil.
Kokichi.
Why are you doing this? How were the rest of your games, Bait? Did you and Bishop have some successful runs? Suppose I can close this window out now. Pulls that down. Nice. Ichi, why are you doing this? For your lies. Oh, ho, ho. Smack his butt the truth. I know, right? It's like a P90. Oh, damn. So now you gotta go to the factory. Oh, I thought we could throw ourselves a little screening party with all our videos.
See?
With all you here, exchanging our mode of videos wouldn't be that difficult at all. And I want to see your videos too, so I figured we could all binge watch them together.
Please, wait!
Do you know what will happen if you do that? Everyone will know their motive and a killing will be more likely to happen, right?
But
I like playing on mean difficulty. Also, I don't run from battles in RPGs either. I want to win this killing game, so I'm not going to run from it. I'm going to crush it. Request to drop off that package in the factory, but you have no clue where it goes. Which package? Are you talking about the watch? No, sorry, there's a gold Zippo lighter. Oh, the package in the factory. Oh, so in other words, okay. You know where the exit is with all those pipes? It's that metal container there. The one you got from the customs office. Okay. Go look. Oh, wait. Yeah, go look at my VOD from the other day. We went and did it as a 5-man. Just scrub through for when we go into the factory as a 5-man. And then you'll see where we go, Bait and I, when deposit it down. Thanos Gaming. You know, the wrong time. Still did it. Well, luckily, if it's only a video being uploaded and not a live stream, it's going to be waiting for you. The one up from the window. Oh, really? You don't know the gate 3? Oh, man.
how exciting!
That'll be way less boring, don't you think?
Huh?
Gonta killing Kibo would make you so happy. The hell does that mean?
See?
Tried to warn you guys. I told you that we shouldn't cooperate with each other. Plus, if I'm going to do this, then I gotta enjoy myself and just go all the way. The thought of playing a death game doesn't excite you. You'll never win, understand? Strangely, I could detect no evil in his smile as he said that. It was an innocent smile, like a frolicking child. Although perhaps it's just another lie. Gonta killing Mew would make you happy. Don't let Guitar hear you say that. He'd be crestfallen.
Hey,
Oh, and you're still only in the trial. Ooh. I'm starting to get closer and closer. Catching up. Thank you for waiting. Gonta bring Himiko and Angie.
What?
Huh? Himiko and Angie too?
Oh.
Oh man. And I was about to take a break too. I just finished all the prep work. Yeah, what's the meaning of this?
Himiko!
Are you okay? My saliva makes injuries heal faster. What the fuck? Well then.
Piece of cake!
Does your face hurt? Do you want me to spit on your face and make it feel better? Gosh darn it.
Stop it.
No.
Hey,
Hey, Gunta. Gunta, are these the only ones you brought back from the gym? Oh, Kirumi at gym, but she tell Gunta she too busy. Hmm? And you just let her go?
Tua has spoken.
Atua says Kirumi fulfills any request someone makes of her, like a mommy.
Hey,
She's not a mom though. Wait, what request? I requested that she sew the curtains. I don't think even Gunta can disturb her.
sorry.
Sorry, not even Gunta's strong enough to overcome Kirumi. Boom. Alright, we now have a power level for Kirumi. If even Gunta can't get her, that's some next level right there. Well, I guess at least one of you is worthy of being called an ultimate.
by the way,
Well, nothing we can do about her. Well, the other's still hiding somewhere. Oh, Gunta see Mew, but Gunta's face got red hot, so Gunta no could bring her. Your face got hot? You were hot on her trail, right? No, she used her, what she call it, secret woman weapon? And then... Anyway, there's enough people, right? And it's like meet and greet is off to a smashing start. Ooh, woman's secret weapon at him? Oh boy. Me won't kill Mew. Me won't kill. So can be happy. But I mean, he was pleasantly happy about seeing her special secret woman charms.
maybe.
Yeah, sure. This is good enough. We should move on to the main event anyway. Gunta, don't be deceived. Just use you to abduct us all. Really?
Nuh-uh.
No, this is for the insect meet and greet. I like bugs even more than you do, Gunta. Oh, more than Gunta? Amazing, you like bugs that much? Yeah. It would appear further argument is a useless endeavor.
Hey,
Mew's all I got, man. I know, first guitar, I mean, he's had a rough string, okay? He wanted that Junko something fierce. No more. Then he wanted Mahiru. No more. Then he... I mean, why does he have to lose everything he holds dear? Just give him one waifu to survive on. Just one. Just one. I gotta go ahead and teach them just how wonderful bugs are. I gotta run an errand, but I'll be back. Don't let them leave, okay?
all right.
If they try to leave, it means you gotta really show them why bugs are so great. Got it.
Could it be?
Wait, you're leaving?
Yeah.
Of course, someone's gotta break into your rooms to get the goods. Lockpicking is a cinch for an evil supreme leader like me. What? You're going to enter a girl's room without permission?
If I must.
Seems I must be the one to take care of this. With my talent, Koichi, I will
You're
stop.
so dumb.
Yeah, I don't have time to listen to some robot. See, it's exactly 9 p.m. right now. I should be back by 9 time. Oh, have fun with the bugs till then. Started with Celeste. It's true. It just started with the kiss. How did it end up like this? Koichi then left the classroom. It appears we are caught in Koichi's trap.
What should we do?
At this rate, it'll end up as a motor video screening party. My mate Neo Kaido is no match for going to superhuman strength either.
Everyone!
Still have a chance when Kokichi comes back. When I will take care of this, everyone please just endure it until then.
Huh?
Endure it?
Everyone, play nice.
Okay, now we start the fun insect meet and greet. When I had first woken up, Kokichi told me this was hell. It appears that wasn't a lie. The incredible specimens each gave off the appearance of vigor and vitality. And they were exactly as vigorous as they looked. Their escape route blocked off, all we could do was run around the room in a panic. So they're living bugs then? The nighttime announcement played, but it didn't save us. But we didn't even get to hear it. The insect meet and greet continued without mercy. Oh my gosh, look at
What happened, Kokichi? You said you'd be back by nighttime.
Ah, oh no! Himiko is being buried alive by insects! Himiko, hold on!
What are you going to do? Spit on them?
The more you yell, the more bugs can get into your mouth.
Finally, when our bodies were completely exhausted and sleep was nearly upon us, he finally came back.
Whoa.
Ah, there are bugs everywhere. How how nice. Oh, you come back, Kokichi. Come, we have fun.
Everyone play nice.
Gonna have so much fun. You know, as much as I'd love to do that, maybe we should call it a day,
See?
The bugs look really tired, and a gentleman knows to do things in moderation, you know?
You're right.
Oh, going to understand.
Hey.
So you clean up while I take care of business with the others. Kokichi's hands were full of several cubs pads. You guys okay? Don't look like drowned sewer rats. Cause you're late. You said you'd be back by nighttime, but it's already 11 p.m. now.
My bad.
You gotta go. Alright, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I ran into an unexpected snafu. But look! Got pads! Gotta catch them all! I even got the pads belonging to the people who aren't here. Now everyone can watch their motive video.
Oh my.
You said we don't want
How
to.
exciting!
Well, it's late. I'm getting sleepy, so let's start already. Start what?
Well, you know.
Well, don't worry about it, Gonta. Just keep watch so these guys don't.
That's enough.
That's it. I won't let you do as you please.
I also
I didn't want to use this unless I absolutely had to. It eats up a lot of my electricity.
must do it.
It's neither here nor there. I'll stop you right here. Right meow.
Huh?
Kibo, what are you going to do? Me will go, so no predicted spoiler will randomly happen. All right. No worries. We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Still glaring at Kokichi, Kibo slowly reached a hand behind his ear. And spun the mechanical parts there.
He's lighting up? Is he gonna self-destruct or... Huh? What's that sound?
One moment, please. I'm rewinding the tape right now.
So what, he ate the tape?
The tape?
Right there.
You get tired, he'll blame him. Kibo shouted out and pushed his palm against his ear. That's when...
Is this your doing, Kokichi? Did you have Gonta kidnap us?
Was that my voice?
He's so simple-minded. As soon as I told him that everyone who hates bugs was trying to get rid of them, he started crying and said that he would get you guys to love bugs. Or something like that.
How you doing, Lance?
Be.
Any luck with the ads so far? So, what do you think? You just saw my audio recording function for the first time. Did you really just whip out an audio recorder like some kind of secret weapon?
Actually,
Oh, your belly's full. First feast day? Yeah, mine's coming up. Really? It's this cassette tape? In this day and age? But it's metal tape, you know? Sound quality isn't the issue. Let's just put this aside now. More importantly, it seems to have worked. Kichi, what you mean? You not like bugs? Yeah, now it's boring. You say we get them to understand how amazing bugs are. Was that lie? Hi! Bye, Lance! See you later!
All right.
So it's not a lie. Then Kunta happy. Let's have fun with bugs all night.
Hey, bugs!
Who want to pet more bugs?
Everyone!
Let's run while we still can. Hey, we need to take back our cubs pads first. Then go snatch the cubs pads from Kokichi. Aw. We all ran out of the lab. Leaving the room, I can still hear the muffled buzzing and Kokichi screaming. Happy holidays, lads. Might be corpses by tomorrow morning.
it's plain to see.
Don't joke about that. What if it happens? It's just plain possible. So, how do we return these cubs pads back to the rightful owners?
Jeez.
If only the mono cubs were here, I'm sure they'd help us. Oh, it's just you?
It's fine.
The others are asleep. If you need something, I can help you.
Oh, it's about the Cubs pads. Kokichi brought them to us and...
Okie dokie.
I simply need to run to return them. I will return each one to your respective rooms, you bastards.
He left. Well, that was abrupt. But out of all of them, we can probably trust that one, right?
Well then.
Should we go back to our dorms? Is it well past bedtime? It is well past bedtime. Yeah, that's true. We have the magic show tomorrow.
You're right.
Because of all of this, you couldn't do a rehearsal, but I'm sure it'll be a divine show. We'll be waiting for you to come watch. We'll be waiting, she said. It's Himako's show, not yours. Suppose it's alright. Just remembered, I wasn't able to train with Kaido today. Ah, too bad. We can do it tomorrow night, though. Not like I'll never see him again or anything. For now, from all the commotion, we dragged ourselves back to our rooms. It's close to midnight now. Tomorrow's a busy day. I should get some sleep. I collapsed onto the bed and quickly fell asleep. I need a miracle! You pray, right? While you're working, living, and gambling. But miracles happen every day. For example, do you know what the odds of the Earth existing are? The same as a tornado blowing through a junkyard and assembling a working car. That's a miracle. That's why us being alive on Earth is a miracle. All kinds of miracles happen every day. Life is made up of little miracles. But whenever a miracle does happen, it just gets chalked up as fate or destiny or whatever. Be grateful for the miracles that have already happened instead of hoping for new ones. If you do that, you should be able to enjoy miracles, right?
Rise and shine, or sign! It is now 8 a.m.
Whoa. This is an official announcement from the Ultimate Academy. It's 8 a.m. So wake up! Ah, he left. Suke is so impatient. He's been cranky lately. What's making him impatient? I don't like impatient men.
Let's get along.
I want to get along with Monosuke.
Alright!
It's a little early, but I'll go ahead and do the nighttime announcement too.
And that's that.
It'll be 10 p.m. later. It's too early. Your impatience is trying to warp time and space.
So long. Farewell.
Well, existing is so impossible, yet here we are. It's true. It's true. Just the right distance from the sun. Just the right stuff for us to happen. For everything. Oh dear. Today is the day of Himoko's magic show. But the insect fiasco yesterday, and now this? Do we really have time to be doing this stuff? Well, I suppose I shouldn't think about it so much. I'll just go to the gym for now. Why, hello, BDSM Claire. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Okay, things about to get risky. Okay, I think it's going to happen today at the magic show. We're going to go. Thank you. Happy Christmas Eve as to you. I know my kids were in here earlier like, tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. I'm like, oh boy, oh boy. Hello, Tsumugi.
Tsumugi.
Good morning. Are you okay? You look a bit sick. Yeah, it's just the sounds of those bugs buzzing is still in my head. Even after I went to bed, I just kept hearing it, so I didn't get that much sleep.
That's...
That must have been rough. Gunta would be so sad to hear it, but I like bugs even less now. I'm glad there aren't any bugs outside of Gunta's lab. Oh wait, are there? Well, Gunta did say that he thought he saw a really tiny bug once. Yeah, he did say that. But even with Gunta's 20 over 0.625 vision, he could only barely see it, right? So, isn't it possible he was just plain mistaken? No, actually, I really hope he was mistaken. I'm so over bugs. I'm just going to go forget last night and enjoy the magic show. Yeah. Show's in the gym, right? I'm gonna go on ahead. Very exciting. Although I personally don't have anything too exciting to be about the Christmas Eve. My Christmas festivities will be happening on the Christmas Day. Okay, let's just run this way. Ain't got no time for you, Kibo. You gotta get to that gym. Now, have you played through Danganronpa V3 yourself at all, Claire? Oh boy. That is true. That is very true. Well, we'll talk to Kirumi, though.
Kirumi!
Kirumi, good morning. Good morning. Everyone has already gathered here for the show. Oh, is that right? I suppose everyone's looking forward to it.
That is correct.
Mew seems particularly excited. Her eyes were lit up like a child's. Is that excited, huh? Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited too.
Seems as if...
By the way, it would seem that some outrageous events transpired last night.
Hey!
Yeah, Kokichi tricked Gunta into going along with his motive video screening plan. But thanks to Kiba, we put a stop to it. It's okay.
I see.
I see, so Kokichi truly does intend to oppose us.
Please,
No
go
matter.
ahead.
Let's go inside. Everyone is waiting. Tsumugi could exit anytime she... Oof, ouch. You've not, but you've heard of it. Not really seen it. Oh, ho, ho. Well, I've played through the whole series so far. 1, 2, the Ultra Despair Girls, and now we've gone on to here. It was interesting watching things progress, new events being planned, and so on. All right, you know what? Okay. After the magic show, whether what happens or whatnot, I will distribute the community chest to all that are here within chat. So if anybody wants to put any more gifts inside that chest, by all means, do it now, and then we'll be doing it right after the magic show. And it will distribute the League of Legends mystery skins to all. Well, maybe not to all, but almost, perhaps. We'll see how it goes. Oh, this is even nicer than I thought it'd be.
Yaha!
Welcome to our magic show. What do you think? Isn't it divine?
Okay.
Yeah, it is. I didn't think you would have a real stage set up. Did you and Himiko do all this?
No.
Oh no, this would have been impossible with just 2 people. I got others to help us. Kaito and Kibo helped carry equipment from Himiko's research lab. I designed the stage, but Kirumi sewed the curtains.
Thanks, B2.
Everyone is so nice. Atua deserves all the credit. You don't play League, just give you the code. Ooh. Actually, that's true. I'm not sure how that works. Is it a code? I think it might be you have to have your account tied to it. Interesting. Oh, guitar. I see where it is. You're interested in that chest of tools with all the screwdrivers, the pliers, measuring tape. That's in Mew's workshop. You know, I'm interested in seeing what you'd invent with all that.
No.
Shouldn't everyone who worked on it get the credit?
Oh.
Oh, well, I didn't ask you to help because I didn't know what you'd be useful for. Ooh. Did you really have to say that?
I don't know.
Anyway, just sit tight. Once we're done preparing, we'll start right away.
Huh?
Done preparing? You're not ready yet?
Yep.
The star of the show needs to settle her nerves. The star of the show requires mental preparations. Tool chests are very useful. It's true. They have all kinds of useful things. She's shaky like a leaf. We'll talk to her. We'll tell her everything's a-okay.
Could it be...
Himiko, are you a bit nervous? Just a little bit. Certainly doesn't look like just a little bit. Because the magic I'll be performing today is the Extreme Water Magic Underwater Escape Act. I've never successfully cast it before. It's pretty difficult, so I'm a little nervous.
Huh?
You've never cast it before? And today, in order to raise the stakes, there's a time limit. If I don't escape from the tank within the time limit, piranhas will be dropped in. I'll be pureed. Pureed? It's looking a little dangerous. The water is cloudy, so I can't see very clearly, but I do see fish swimming around. Those are all piranhas, huh? They don't look like normal piranhas. Those piranhas were in my research lab. And she said we should use them for the show.
No.
Oh, wait, piranhas are way too dangerous. Tenko. Well, please reconsider. They're piranhas. They're nothing like lasagna.
My magic.
No need to worry. I'll instantly kill all the piranhas with my magic.
Huh?
You're going to kill them? I thought this was an escape trick. Himiko, are you serious? There's no way I can stop now, since the Tua's watching the show and all.
No!
No such thing as a Tua, and she has brainwashed you.
What was that?
You don't believe in my magic? Well, I can do it. I'm a skilled young girl, because I'm a mage. Psych yourself up and head straight to the water tank. Oh, man. Okay. This could be even more gruesome. If the killer tampered with it so she can't escape and the piranhas go in and kill her right in front of everyone. Ooh, that would definitely be a step up in the murder department. Well, of course, I believe in your magic. You're my precious friend. Tenko. It's a red herring.
Yoo-hoo!
Ready, Himoko? Did you say your prayers and use the bathroom? Yeah, I said my prayers and my pee. Then let's get the show started. Speaking of bathroom breaks, I'm actually going to have one of those really quickly. So I will be right back. I have returned! Do-do-do, it's not piranha, it's a herring. Maybe a red piranha. Ooh. I like it. I like that. As she gets back, we all fire off. Oh no! You fools! I can put this on pause. I can make it where you can't redeem a thing. Your only bad ones, those are the best ones. Starting already? But not everyone's here yet. Maki, Kokichi, Ryoma, and Kaido aren't here. What happened to Kaido? I thought he'd be here for sure. Oh my gosh, if this is like a bunch of people dead, that would be amazing. I wonder if something happened. That would be crazy. I'd be a red herring.
Thank you, Atua, for being with us today.
Boo! Boo! You're supposed to thank us first!
Yeah, ha 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 ha! I present to you the mysterious, the miraculous, the amazing Himiko! The magic I will perform today is the extreme water magic.
You know, I feel like things are going to go bad, so I'm going to disappear here.
Underwater Escape Act. If you would please turn your attention to the water tank in front of you.
I take it back because you'll want to see my reactions, right? Right?
When the timer above the stage starts, Himiko will enter the water tank. Once she's in the tank, her assistant, me, will draw the curtain in front of the tank. After 60 seconds have passed on the timer, a separate suspended tank will open and drop in a school of piranhas. Oh my goodness. After the piranhas have fallen and the curtain is opened, if by some miracle Himiko has been gobbled up, please give a big round of applause.
Wait, it's a miracle that she's been gobbled up? I don't know about her. What she wants to be happening here. Girl in the bikini will not be going in the tank. Makes sense. Yeah, I know, right?
Just kidding. It's a joke.
Are you feeling all right?
I'm concerned about Himiko. She is not responding properly to Angie's jokes. Gonta worry. Gonta have bad feeling. Jokes as good as yours. Tua, please protect Amy.
No!
Wait, what am I doing praying to a Tua? That's Angie's shtick. Well, I guess you could pray to some other god.
Well then, let's begin. The amazing Himiko's magic show.
Yeah. I think for his number 2 for his favorite, his waifu. In her typical high-pitched voice, Himiko made her announcement and started the timer. Then she took a breath and dove into the water tank. Splash.
Okay, I'm closing the curtain.
She closed the curtains, obscuring the water tank from view. She stared silently, waiting. I clenched my fists nervously, my palms damp with sweat.
Himiko is still not out.
She went in mere moments ago.
Well, do you think she's all right?
Gonta's starting to worry. Should we do something?
Getting nervous.
She still hasn't come out. Are you sure she's okay?
Gonta can't take it anymore!
Gunter cried out, leaped out of his seat and
Gonta?
ran up into the stage.
Oh, you can't do that. We're still in the middle of the show.
But if Gonta does nothing, piranhas will eat Himiko! Huh?
Less than 10 seconds remain.
I don't care if it ruins the trick. Just come out. This stress is bad for my heart. Himiko!
And when the timer hit 0, the buzzer went off. And then the bottom of the suspended tank swung open. The murky water and shadowy shapes inside. Straight into the water tank Himiko was swimming in.
Huh? Huh? Look! The piranhas!
Hurry! The curtains! Open the curtains already!
Got it. I'm opening it now.
I think there's going to be a bunch of bodies. Or a bunch of bones, I should say. Angie pulled apart the curtains. We witnessed an unbelievable sight. Ryoma! Not Ryoma! I guess there's only one. Ooh, he's got cracked heads, so he's knocked unconscious. Took a few moments for all of us to even process it. Then again, perhaps we weren't trying to process it. Perhaps we didn't want to acknowledge it.
Great, huh?
Behold, the magnificent underwater escape. Eh?
A body has been discovered. Everyone, please gather in the gym.
That's where we are. I know it did for the other. One little guy left. I liked his voice so much. A body in the gym? And when Himiko turned to look back at the water tank. Oof. There's his body in the background. Rough. The second time at the Ultimate Academy, a body discovery announcement sounded out. But, as I promised, the magic show's done. So, let's go and figure out how to... where's that button? Gift chest. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got 9 gifts. About to distribute. Here we go. Oh, 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 oh. Merry Christmas. Oh, 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 oh. I see 5 messages. But it says it's 9 gifts that are given out. Confused where the other ones are. Intriguing. Leftover gifts will be carried over to the next gift chest? Oh, so does that mean that I have leftover gifts? You should have a pop-up that came up. And it might be able to tell you. It might take a little bit. Oh, everyone who got a gift isn't Nitro? Most of us use Nitro. Oh, most of them. Oh, okay. Already have it. That's kind of funny. Well, you'll get something later, maybe? Oh well, worth a shot. Those who weren't present at the magic show heard it and came running.
What?
What's going on? I don't know. I don't know what happened. We should break the tank, right? We gotta check what's inside. Break it?
Yeah.
Yeah, break it. Won't take too long to drain it by hand.
Huh?
But what would we even use to break?
Hey!
Gunta! Keyboy, you're up!
Huh?
What do you mean we're up?
So dumb.
Gunta, throw Keyboy away as hard as you can. Use that robot like a battering ram.
Do not mock me!
Nothing seemed to happen. Strange. Because it does say that you were one of the recipients. I'm just going to quickly start a chest and then exit again because it only gave out 5. I just want to see. No, it says 0. This is in there. Huh. Huh. No. Oh my goodness. Why is it? Ah, whatever, it popped up. Dude already looked dead when he was in the tank. Well, he had that big crack on his head, yeah. What are you calling a battering ram? Going to throw Kibo. Got it. Then I'll help too.
Please, wait!
No, wait just a second. You don't need to team up now. It's a robot. How's the water going to react to that?
Ah!
Oof. I mean, he could have been dead, it's true. The sound was intense. A wall of piranhas and water dyed red with blood rushed out. We watched helplessly as the area flooded with water. After some deliberation, we decided to start cleaning everything up. However, I made sure not to disturb the scene more than necessary. With Kirumi's expertise, we were able to clean up enough to start investigating. I've gathered Ryoma's body and belongings in one place. Ibo looks depressed. He was just used as a battering ram, so I understand why. He's been reduced such that he can be carried in one hand. How fleeting and fragile life is. Gonta put piranhas in buckets. Piranhas all got big tummies. Gonta think they full.
Ew.
Today, Ryoma's fish food, and tomorrow he'll be fish crap. Oof.
My.
But don't say such things.
Himiko?
You okay?
Is this...
It wasn't an accident, was it? Does this mean the killing game has started again? This is what happens when you're not with us, Mackie. You were hiding away in your ultimate room and now there's a killing. How could this happen? We swore to each other, didn't we? We swore we'd never let the killing game start up again.
Why?
So that was all just a lie? You guys are liars. All you liars apologize to Ryoma. He believed the killing game wouldn't happen anymore.
Unacceptable.
Your disingenuous tears mark you as the liar right now.
Did I get caught?
Oh, you figured it out? You got a pretty good eye there, Kyo. Pew, pew, pew.
Hey!
Hey, guys! How's it feel now that you've got a second murder victim on your hands?
Oh?
Huh? Ryoma's transparent? Has my X-ray vision superpower finally awakened?
Rise and shine, Ursine!
Father!
You don't have superpowers, he's just been reduced to a skeleton.
Alright!
Finally! I've been waiting for the killing game to start up again. Wait, what? That means we can put all this boring crap on hold and start playing the blame game.
That's nice!
You're raring to go, Mono. Who are you again?
The hell you saying?
Monosuke, you should at least remember your own kid's name.
Hey,
Monoferney, are you okay?
5, 4.
Hmm?
Are you counting, Monophony? Why are you counting? Cause 3. I'm seriously 2. Gonna puke 1 now. Ah, she puked again.
you stupid
What the hell are you doing, you failure?
dumbass!
Listen up. We're here to make sure the killing game goes smoothly. Capiche?
You're so...
Also to keep me company. And new mascots present lots of exciting business opportunities.
Yes.
Shut up, you failure.
Dang it!
What? Me too?
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, this conversation is fun and all, but we should really get this over with.
Cause Atua says so.
Don't we need to start investigating or something?
All right.
I'll get the culprit this time for sure. Hurry up and give us the thingy.
Okay!
You mean the monopad file, right? I also investigated the cause of death this time, so read it to your heart's delight.
Pops!
Oh, this is sort of unrelated, but I got a great business idea.
Oh?
Yeah? That's totally unrelated.
Got it?
Let's use this Monokuma file to start a funeral services business. You know how it gets awkward at funerals when you start asking about the cause of death?
And that's that.
We pass out Monokuma files, even the worst deaths will get a giggle out of the attendees. Well, Pops, what do you think?
They're so freaking cute!
Huh?
Cute? The way you pass out the files is just so cute. Why don't you come with me over here? Pops is gonna lick me all over. Why do they keep making these damn things? That's a good question. Huh? Father's showering Monosuke with all his love. You think maybe Monosuke is right? Maybe Father doesn't like us anymore because we're not hostile and threatening enough. Maybe I'll follow Monosuke.
So long, farewell.
Oh, that's so sad this time.
So then...
In any event, let us begin the investigation.
But...
Investigation? It's really going to start again.
Actually,
I can't believe it. One of us killed Ryoma. Someone among us.
How'd this happen?
No more. Gunta no wanna investigate friends. No wanna suspect friends. Then don't do it. Not going to investigate either.
Because
You'll be fine if you're short a person. I doubt a child caregiver would be much help. So long. Farewell.
Maki!
Wait, Maki! I tried to stop her, but Maki didn't even turn around and kept walking.
What was that?
Hell's that bitch's problem? She's seriously not going to investigate?
Incomprehensible.
Seems rather irresponsible.
Yes.
She likely assumes everyone else will take care of it. And I suppose she isn't wrong. But how would she say that now? She's participated in Rantaro's investigation. Although I suppose Maki has been acting strange lately. I've been told she spends all day in her lab. What is she doing in there?
Jeez.
Well, I'll have a talk with Maki later. For now, we should start investigating.
Always messing
We
around.
made more Monokumas. These ones will definitely not be evil. No, sir. Not one bit. How you doing, Rochi? Any big plans this holiday season? Seriously pissed we gotta do this, but it's our only chance to survive. Hey, BDSM and Claire, thank you so much for that follow. Hope you're enjoying yourself here so far today. Yep, I'll do my very best too.
Because...
Gunda and I have to work especially hard so we can regain everyone's trust.
Right.
Oh yes, you're right. But we don't even need to investigate. It's pretty obvious who the culprit is.
Huh?
What?
Right?
Ryoma's was murdered during a certain little magical girl show, right? A stalker or anything? What a stalker. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Okay, you're not behind me, so I think I'm safe. A card auction. 2 weeds? Oh dear. Oh dear. Are we talking like a police auction? Like they have those impound auctions or what have you? Yeah. So I think we need to be a little more suspicious of that little magical girl.
But...
What? She's so suspicious that it seems not suspicious. Barking authority? Nice.
Right?
But then again, she's made herself not look so suspicious, so now she's super suspicious.
Hey, degenerate male!
Gee, shut up already! How dare you toy with Himoko's pure heart?
You got me.
You just said Himoko, didn't you? I never mentioned her name.
You gotta be kidding me!
Oh, shut up! Shut up! Himoko would never do something like that. I know her best, right, Himiko?
no.
No. This is the part where you agree with me. Himiko, can you at least tell us the trick behind the underwater escape act?
Because...
We know how the trick works. We can try to figure out how the culprit killed.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Huh?
Impossible? Why not?
It's magic.
There's no trick to the underwater escape because it was my magic. How long is that donkey-lipped midget going? Keep saying that. I personally enjoyed Kirumi the most, followed by Maki. Those are my 2 favorites. Whereas a Guitar Bot really enjoys Mew. But that witch, I mean, that's, I don't think anybody's come across saying that they liked her so far. The best, I should say. Himiko, in order for us to find the culprit, it's plain to see we need your help.
Cut it out.
My answers won't change no matter what you
'Cause
say.
I'm a mage.
I know. I caught on to the witch thing only after I started explaining, and I'm like, oh, well. Let's just go all the way here and keep explaining like I read it the wrong way. Whoa, wait, 620. Oh my. Dang. That kind of money, yeah. Why not? No trick to my magic, cause it's magic.
Come on.
How long are you going to keep that bullshit up? Listen, we don't catch the culprit, That's enough. Himiko says it's magic, then it's magic. I'll use my Neo Aikido to obliterate any degenerate male who bullies Akimo. Himiko. I'm not bullying her. It's her fault she's being so stubborn. Well, it's fine if you don't want to tell us. I'll just find out myself.
Right?
Kinda old, though. Actually, that sounds pretty fun.
Seems as if
To solve this mystery, we must first learn the tricks behind Himiko's underwater escape act.
We must do it.
We have no choice in the matter. He's right. We have no choice. We have no choice but to find the culprit who killed Ryoma. This investigation is to save all of our lives. We're risking our lives in the class trial. Investigation start. Shuichi, you got a sec? What's wrong?
I mean,
Before we start the investigation, there's something I gotta tell you.
alright.
You're my sidekick from now on. Your sidekick?
You know,
More of a scientist kind of guy, so I'm not really cut out for investigations. But that's a good quality to have for an investigation.
listen up.
Plus, the only stage fit for Kaido Momota as Luminary of the Stars is the universe itself. So I'll leave the details to you. Pave the path for my success. But I don't know what to do as a sidekick.
Don't worry about it.
I'll make all the tough calls. You just gotta do what I say. He loves to make decisions on his own, doesn't he?
I mean,
So,
leave it to me.
I'll take full responsibility. Since you're my sidekick, there's nothing to worry about.
Got it.
Alright, let's get started. First, we gotta check the Monokuma file. Wait a minute. Oh, no. I might be home yet. Okay. Yes, right. Kyle making me a sidekick like this. Could it be? I'm scared. Try not to be, but I'm scared. Can't stop thinking about the pain and sadness that comes if I reveal the truth. That's what I'm afraid of. Managed to get the skin. Seems it's not a code. Nice. So what did you have to do, Duke? Did it just automatic, like, your account was linked? Or how did you get, was it eventually mailed to you? I'm so confused. Oh, an email maybe. Sunday bar, nice. Skin, yes, Roji, you just missed a community chest giveaway. For everybody who had Prime, we were throwing gifts into there and we sent them all out. Mail order people skin.
Hey!
Hey, what's the matter? Check the Monokuma file already.
Okay.
Right. At Kaido's behest, I looked over the Monokuma file. Let's see here. I just want to check something down right now. Please excuse me one moment.
Allow me to guide you all to the world of surprises on this train that runs toward glory!
Happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. There you all go. I was thinking of waiting to the end of the stream for that, but, you know, while everybody's here, there's a good chance for some of you to go to get it. So there we go. I'll trigger more. Oh, look at that, Claire. Welcome. Well, Scary Shay got one too. Oh, snapback Pat. Wanted Justin. That deserves a I hope you all enjoyed the emotes as well. As behest, I looked over the Monokuma file. The victim is Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. Oh god, he's only 3'5". The body was discovered in the gym. The cause of death was drowning. His body was consumed by piranhas until only bones remained. No other injuries can be confirmed at this time.
Come on, man.
What? There's less written here than before. Got a bad feeling about this. Time of death isn't written here.
Remember.
The previous Monokuma file indicated Rontaro's time of death, correct? Yeah, 3'5". I'm like, wait. I guess you can't really see this. Damn, son. You'd be standing... If he was standing at my desk, he'd only be up to here. That is really, really short. Whew. Really short. I don't really eat stuff like they say they do. I read that they do. That it's actually really quick. But yeah. Thank you. We should really talk about safe words before gifting me to people. Don't have a collar with a D ring out? Well, you know. You know. What can I say? They're hungry. Well, I know that's the thing. It's like if they're hungry and Victim is Rantoro Money, the ultimate ability. The victim's body was discovered in the library. The estimated time of death is 9:10. Victim was subjected to blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, resulting in cranial fractures and immediate death. No other injuries were detected.
But
the Monokuma file this time doesn't indicate a time of death. What? Monokuma mess up?
no.
No, this was intentional. Green means go. Red means mule stop soon. Nah. She won't stop at all. Monokuma told us that he wouldn't give us any information that would reveal the culprit.
But
Thinking about it that way implies that the information would be damning evidence for the culprit. So that means the key... that means the key to this case is the time of death.
Well done.
Huh, there you go. I knew I picked a good sidekick. There's one more thing in the Monokuma file that catches my eye. Ryamo's cause of death. It says drowning. If that's the case, I might be able to unravel the case from there. So yes, that does mean he was dead before the fishies killed him. So they knocked him unconscious, they threw him in the water, and then he drowned.
All right.
Now that we're done with the Monokuma file, we can get started on the investigation. My first command to my new sidekick is investigate everywhere and find clues that'll help lead us to the culprit. Pretty commanding, as I expected. Near the water tank. Let's investigate. Near the water. The large water tank from the escape trick. The glass is broken. It's in bad shape.
Come on, man.
You guys really need to break the glass? Everything's soaked now. Well, if we had Ryoma's body there, we wouldn't have been able to investigate.
That's right.
I guess it would have taken too long to just empty the whole tank with a bucket.
okay.
There's a lot of cleanup, but at least we can investigate the tank now. There might be a clue around here. I should take a closer look.
Got it.
Yeah, you're right. Because we broke the glass, there isn't much of anything left in the tank. I should investigate the area thoroughly. There's bound to be something. Child's fun? Oh boy. Now his belongings are all gathered here. His clothes, his monopad, the key to his room. That's it. If we use this key, we can investigate Ryoma's room. What's in his room to investigate?
Remember.
The motive video. Did you find out whose video Ryoma had? Then, you think Ryoma was killed because of that video? Can't say for certain. We should check just in case. Although, he might have had my video. If that were the case, I might be a suspect. Well, no point thinking about that now. A magic trick! Huzzah! Ryoma's body is nothing more than a skeleton now, not even a shadow of what he was. What the heck is this? Hey, is this really Ryoma? Didn't see the moment it happened, so I can't believe it.
Okay.
I'm certain of it.
Remember.
Everyone watching the show witnessed it. We saw Ryoma become nothing but bones.
Damn.
Can't believe he died in such a gruesome way.
Well.
Water filled with blood so fast. We didn't see the whole thing, thankfully. But this skeleton is unmistakably Ryoma's. Jeez, I know he wanted to die, but he didn't have to actually go and do it.
No.
No, I don't think that's right, Kaido. Ryoma wasn't trying to die. He said as much. He was jealous of us who wanted to live. Huh? What do you mean he was jealous? Let me say, Kyo best boy, have fun. Aw, well, thank you, Paige, for that. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I mean, we have a few contenders for top spot here. Oh, my throat's starting to give out. Positive that Ryoma wanted to join us. That's why he needed a reason to live. So that he could have the same feelings we do. So that he could have the reason to keep going. To fight alongside us. Man, he was a real idiot. Who cares if you don't have a reason to live? Definitely not Puichi. Nor was a Kai idiot. Can't your reason for living be something simple, like good food or your friends? Damn it, that idiot. Handcuffs. Handcuffs? Why are there handcuffs here? Still locked. There's small scratches on them. Cuffs appear to be stainless steel, so not too hard to scratch. Must have been scraping against something hard or sharp. What are those handcuffs? Were they in the tank? I've never seen handcuffs in the warehouse. Where'd they come from? That's true. There weren't any in the warehouse, so where did they come from? They weren't in the warehouse. Another place that might have handcuffs is... Could it be... He's a prisoner? Ryoma's lab wasn't just for the ultimate tennis pro, but also for the ultimate prisoner. But perhaps some element of that was in his lab as well. Oof. Oh, look at you, they're not mine. I don't know. Perhaps we should take inventory. Stuff is in good shape. Wasn't wearing clothes when he was eaten. They're not damaged. It's true, the clothes and all inanimate matter. What is perfect condition? Even cuff Ryoma with standard cuffs? I mean, they would need to shrink pretty small. Glass. Fragments of the broken glass water tank have been piled up. There are so many tiny pieces. Gunta and Tinko certainly didn't hold back when they threw Kibo at the glass. There, glass panel. Oh, this glass panel. There's a square pane of glass at the bottom of the water tank. Doesn't look like a broken piece. The other fragments are far more random than this. It's nearly impossible for the broken water tank to produce such a perfect square of glass. It doesn't look like there were 305. Yeah, no, there was definitely not that much. They all fit in this bucket. Then what exactly is this pane? They're on ratchets, so it doesn't really matter how small your wrists are, though. And the proper ones, there's no lock to stop them tightening. I mean, this is a game too, so because it's a game. Oh, Monokuma. I should probably go get that sound file. I use that a lot now. Square glass pane has been added. It's a bucket full of piranhas. Gunta said that he picked up all the piranhas and put them here. Can't believe Gunta would do that with his bare hands. Wait, yes I can. When I think of Ryoma is inside their stomachs, I don't even feel like eating them. I should even consider eating them in the first place. Only the strong can survive in this world that Atua has created.
Amen.
'Cause it's a game. The least we can do is pray for Ryoma's soul, so that he may enter Atua's kingdom.
Come on, man.
Can he really go there looking like this?
But...
Those piranhas sure were a miraculous mystery. Maybe Atua's behind those videos too. Huh? What are you talking about? I noticed it right as the show started.
What a surprise!
I feel like there are more piranhas today than yesterday when we were preparing.
No.
More piranhas? What? Did they multiply overnight? There's no way they could reproduce that fast. But compared to yesterday, the piranhas looked super crammed into that tank. I said looked more crammed together.
Dear, dear.
The water was too murky, so I couldn't tell how many more piranhas there were.
Oh my!
But anyway, it was super crammed.
What a surprise!
Super crammed. Jeez, forget it. More piranhas than yesterday. There might be something to that. Alright, that's all I want to see around the water tank. Now for the stage. Usually a pin on the side. I don't know, parents thought sawing them was the only way. Oh. You had to saw off cuffs once as a kid. They were the toy plastic ones. Oof. Guess they didn't have a toy plastic key. To the stage, the piranha tank. stood on the stage and looked up. The piranha tank was definitely overhead. Set up so that the bottom would open when the timer had reached 0. The bottom is open now and the tank is empty. Doesn't look as though it has a lid. I can see the ceiling straight through. And the only front side is glass. The other sides are made of wood. So the piranha tank had no lid and only the front was made of glass.
Hey, so...
Oh yeah, that tank was from Himiko's research lab. Kaido, you helped carry supplies for the show, right?
Got it.
Yeah, me, Kibo, Himiko, and Angie. It was a lot of work. But I just helped carry it. Wonder how they hung it from here there.
You know...
Strange there's no clean version of the voice in DR. Really? Yeah. The heavy tank full of water and piranhas. It couldn't have been easy to lift. It seems this is where the lighting batten for the gym is attached. Kirumi. The control panel on the side of the stage allows you to raise and lower the batten. Seems they lower the batten, attach the piranha tank to it, then raise it again. I never knew lighting battens were sturdy enough to lift a tank like that. Since it was built to lift heavy objects, it's probably quite sturdy. Oh, look at all those levels. This is the timer that was counting down the escape trick. I didn't realize there was also a timer to reveal Ryoma's body. Closed curtain! There's a curtain covering it, but I believe there's a window on the other side.
What's the matter?
You want to check that window out?
Okay.
Yeah, but... it's too high up to reach, huh? Yeah, it's pretty high, even higher than the piranha tank. Higher than the piranha tank?
Yeah.
That's right. There was a ladder next to the stage. I'll go get it. Kaido quickly headed off to the stage. He returned carrying the ladder that was set up beside the stage over his shoulder.
Hey, so...
But you know, shouldn't the sidekick be the one bringing the ladder?
Thank you.
Yeah, I suppose so. Thank you. After setting up the ladder on top of the stage, I climbed up the rungs.
You can just barely reach the window with this. And if you open the curtain... Oh, the window is open.
If the window's open, does that mean the culprit used it?
Culprit may have gone in and out through this window.
So what's on the other side of the window?
I can't see much, but I think it's the pool.
A pool, huh? I heard we had one here somewhere.
Looks like we'll have to check out that.
All right, let's
pool.
check it out later. The culprit probably went through there.
Oh, wait. What is this?
What's up?
Nothing. It just looks like marks on the window frame.
Window frame has distinct abrasions, perhaps scratched by something. Might be related to the case. I should remember it. Might be the cuffs.
Hey!
You done investigating the window? Then I'll go put the ladder back. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you, Kaido. Shouldn't the sidekick be doing this? Complain, but you still put the ladder back for me. Let's get everything I want to on the stage. We all done here? Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, derp.
Hey,
We just saw it, but the window was open, right? Yeah, and the pool's on the other side, isn't it? Let's go check it out later. The culprit must have gone in and out of the gym from there. In addition to that, uniform has distinct abrasions, scratched by something. Might be related to the case, I should remember it. Guess we'll look at the ladder. Ladder here, I wonder if it was used to set up the show. Okay.
How can this be?
Gunter could have saved him. No, Gunter should have saved him.
what happened?
Gunter, what's wrong? When piranhas attacked Ryoma, Gunter had dived into a tank. And Gunter could have helped Ryoma, but Gunter got scared, too scared to do anything.
Idiot.
Sorry, Gunter really sorry.
Come on, man.
I shouldn't apologize so easily. And even if you had jumped in, he just would have eaten you too.
It's true.
From what I read in the Monokuma file, you couldn't have saved him anyway, Gunter. Huh? Really? Does it say that in Monokuma file?
You know,
Have you even read the Monokuma file yet?
going to not
It'd be
smart.
best you could do. Awesome. Well, you know what? We're going to go listen to it. We're going to go listen to it just because.
Cause it's a game! Cause it's a game!
I think it sounds still pretty good. Yeah, because each time when he was repeating it over and over again, I think there's that gong then as well.
Dumbass.
Cause it's a game. What are you talking about? If you've got time to apologize, you got time to read the file. You think you can't help, then work till you can. That's what you can do.
Right.
That's right, Gonta. You're a huge help. There's some information that only you know after all. Information only Gonta know?
Remember,
Remember? During the show, you went up on the stage. That was about 20 seconds before the piranhas dropped, right? Yeah, because Gonta worried about Himiko.
could it be?
Did you see inside the tank? Did you see Himiko or Rayla?
No.
No, Gonta see no one in tank. Gonta kind of surprised. Ah, you can't do that. We're still in the middle of the show. But if Gonta do nothing, Himiko get eaten by piranhas. Huh?
But you know,
But when the piranhas were dropped and the curtains opened, Ryoma was in the tank, right? Yeah, that's right.
so
Then, when did Ryoma get in there? You didn't see it happen? Gonta... Oh no. Excuse me. Everyone see Ryoma and Tank when piranhas drop in. After that.
Sorry.
Gonta should have watched Tank better.
dumbass.
Like I said, a man shouldn't apologize so easily. Yeah, you're right.
You know,
But this is a problem. I'm even more stumped. Even if Himiko disappearing was part of the Underwater Escape Act, how did Ryoma get into the tank? Is that part of Himiko's trick? Cause of that mystery will be an important point of this case.
Hey,
I'm glad Himiko made this game more difficult. Now it won't be nearly as bored.
all right.
Trying to work hard to solve this mystery. Get ready, culprit, because here I come.
Like I thought.
If Himiko doesn't tell us how the trick works, we won't know how Ryoma was killed, right? The way she is, how do we convince her?
Maybe.
Oh, what if Ryoma was a former apprentice of Himiko's master and vowed revenge on him, and he murdered a lookalike of himself in order to sabotage her show?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Happened before, probably.
Hey,
Hey, Flemwad, there's something I need you to tell me. It's not a very polite way to ask someone for something.
you know.
Got nothing to do with the incident, but I heard Gonta captured you guys last night. What was that all about? I was running around, so I got no clue what happened.
got it.
Oh, yeah, tell me too. I was also running, so I still don't know what went on. How did Mew escape from Gonta? She's not strong enough to fight him.
Why, you.
Chop chop, you slimy shit! Well, I suppose you could say that Gonta was tricked into kidnapping us. The first ones to get captured were Kibo, Kyu, Tsumugi, Tenko, and I. Himiko and Angie were brought in later. From the gym, right? Exactly, and Kokichi left the room after around 9 p.m. They must have been brought in about 5 minutes before that.
I remember correctly.
We were all forced to participate in Gonta's insect meet and greet. We were freed about an hour into nighttime, around 11 p.m.
I see.
So, from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., everyone there had an alibi. And those people without an alibi are me, Hirumi, Maki, and Ryoma. I see you've learned what an alibi is thanks to that previous incident. What the heck is this insect meet and greet bullshit?
Why?
By the way, Mew, how were you able to get away from Gonta? Oh, well, I had to use my secret woman weapon, and let's just leave it at that.
Huh?
Secret woman weapon?
Wait.
Hey, what's a secret woman weapon? Did you try to laugh it off?
Come on, man.
Shuichi, let's just leave her be. Listening to her will just tire you out.
Right.
Probably right. Perhaps it's better to get the truth out of her at the class trial. And now for a tour. That's right. We need to ask Angie about the stage. Angie, I wanted to ask you some questions about the stage. Yep, I was in charge of all the art. I even built and painted the stage. And do you know anything about Himiko's trick? How it worked, perhaps?
No?
No, I do not. I don't know the trick. Himiko only said it was magic. I see. I suppose she didn't tell Angie the secret either. By the way, you asked other people to help you with the preparations, right?
Yep.
Yep. We started the prep work yesterday. Lots of people helped out. Like when we were moving the heavy tank and the stairs from Himiko's research lab. Me and Kibo helped with that. The tank had a pulley, but because it was so huge, it was still a lot of work.
Right.
And I asked Kirimi to sew the curtains, because I hate sewing.
Thanks,
So basically, it's all thanks to a tour that the show was a success. And it's because of all of us. Is it really a success? By the way, were the piranhas your idea?
Yes.
On its own, the Underwater Escape Act is no different from a normal magic show.
So divine.
I thought it would make the show more exciting and divine if we used piranhas.
Tua has spoken.
That's what Atua told me. But he gives you that kind of advice too, does he? What's the secret woman weapon? Oh, hell, if I had to tell you. And about the piranha tank and the timer. Oh, wait. Those were from Himiko's lab, right?
Of course.
Correct? Yep. According to the piranha tank's manual, it's synced up with the timer. When the timer goes off, the bottom of the piranha tank will open automatically. I see, that means that most of the equipment came from Himiko's lab.
And then?
And right when we finished the prep work, we were about to take a break. Gunta captured us, so we couldn't rehearse at all.
Jeez.
When Gunta let us go, it was already nighttime. We couldn't go back to the gym.
You know,
Oh yeah, you can't enter the gym at nighttime.
Yup.
So we decided to come to the gym today before the morning announcement.
Thank you.
Himiko and I were waiting for the gym to open. I was so relieved the set was intact. It was in the name, it's secret. That's right. But no one could have snuck into the gym before those two got there. What's up, Shuichi? Are you worried because of this confusing incident?
But...
Don't worry, it'll be fine. What?
Atua has spoken.
You have nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about?
No.
Nothing can escape Atua's sight, not even the culprit. Atua is truly a divine force to be reckoned with. And you're starting to sound more and more creepy. Why do you think the little one had to die? He learned the secret. Ooh. I see. My magic was supposed to make everyone smile. Don't worry, everyone is smiling. I don't think any of us can smile right now. Himiko, if it's alright, are you ready to talk about your underwater escape trick? You need to understand how your trick works if we're going to solve this mystery.
What are you saying?
There's no trick to my underwater escape act. It was magic.
come on, man.
Your second place, the bikini girl with the roll. Because he was doing donkey kick jerks. Oh my goodness. You know, I don't know why you would hate him so much. It's not that bad. Still saying that? Do you understand the situation we're in?
Stop it.
No matter how much you guys threaten me, my answer won't change. It was magic. But
I'll protect you.
your time's up. This Q&A session is now over. That's where I feel the full volcanic wrath of my Neo Aikido.
Jeez.
Man, this guard is more strict than the security at idol events. Just do like Mew does.
All
The
right.
first command to my new sidekick is investigate everywhere and find clues. Don't overlook anything. You got it? Yeah.
Hey,
Himiko says it's magic, then it's magic. Got it? Yes, okay. Although there are many unknown variables, the first thing we need to make clear is, when was Ryoma murdered? Well, in the middle of the show, obviously. Culprit knew how Himiko's trick worked and took advantage of it to kill Ryoma. Who's my 1, 2, 3, 4? Well, that's a very good question. Oh my gosh. Putting me on the spot here. I see. Well, number 1 would have to be Kirumi Tojo. Number 2 is Maki. Number 3, though. If I had to pick a number 3. Ooh, that's tough. That is tough. I gotta say it's between Mew and Angie. Angie's a little off-putting just because of all the Atua nonsense, though. So I think probably Mew. In other words, everyone watching the show isn't suspicious. Kaito, you didn't attend the show either, did you?
Well, that's...
No, but I'm still not suspicious. I forgot a promise, so I was just eating breakfast.
Of course.
Got it, I'm not suspicious!
Dear.
Do not understand how that explanation is supposed to convince me. People does have a point. Yumi, Tenko, Kaede. Oh, I guess Kaede technically is around still too, that is true.
However.
Do I like Kaede more than Mew though? I think I might, yeah, I think Kaede, okay fine. Kaede might be my number 3. A Tenko controversial. Well, you see, Duke likes to be beat up. That's his little. That's it. That's Duke's kink. He likes being called a degenerate male. He likes being called being put in his place. I never would have imagined such a cruel murder happening at such a fun show. Why did the culprit commit such a barbaric act? Did they wish to see us panic?
No.
I don't think that was the sole motivation. There was some other reason for it. Hey, Callie. What's up? Oh, you coming to say hello? Okay. Oh. Callie's come to say hello. Yeah, you're a good girl. Yeah. They're right there. Oh, I know. You want to sit down a bit more. I'm sorry. There. Like having firmness beneath her paws. And the reason must be related to Himiko's magic show somehow. Okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm not here anymore.
I see.
Well, that means the culprit knew of Himiko's trick and made use of it, yes? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the nice soft kisses. Thank you. Good girl. Good girl, yes. 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 Oh, there we go. Nice scritches behind the ear. Oh, yes. You're my cheese and Mew is my... Oh. V3. Oh, yes. He's... Yeah, oh boy. Did Himiko... If that's true, did Himiko tell someone? Someone who thinks the trick is actual magic? Since the show was used, you must investigate the trick as well. Hugh murmured almost to himself, then walked to the back of the stage. Is there anything to investigate backstage? Let's follow him. We should investigate the entire area anyway. We'll follow Q backstage. Oh, I go down? Alright. Oh, wait. I know Bait likes to see me choke, but I don't need it from the dog. Aha! Just what I thought. It's the challenge. Mew, Kibo, Maki. Ooh, I like it. Rope? It's a pretty long rope. What's this used for? I estimate it is roughly 65 feet in length.
Huh?
You can tell just by looking at it?
But of course.
I am well versed in ropes. I once visited a village where their use was commonplace. When it was time for me to leave, the women of the village all begged me to stay. I find that deeply disturbing, but I have to focus on this investigation. All right, so Claire, I'm thinking this guy's all about you. You filthy botanist. Anyway, what is this rope? Could this be related to the case? Nothing strange about it from behind, other than the large side is a normal tank. All sides of the tank seem to be made of a special type of glass. I see no hidden doors. Very mysterious. How, I wonder, did Himiko escape from the tank?
That's right.
Well, if we figured it out easily, it wouldn't be a magic trick. I believe that if we figure out the route Himiko took, we will discover how Ryoma got in there. I really like bondage, but handcuffs could be a cute prop. It's all in... I guess it depends on how tied up you get. Like, if we're talking full-on, like, whole-body bonded, yeah, I don't see the appeal to that. But you could use it like handcuffs. But the problem is, I mean, it also comes down to, are we talking like fuzzy handcuffs that are comfortable and nice silken rope, or rough hewn stuff? To reveal how Ryoma got into the tank, I need to reveal how Himiko managed to get out of it. The staircase goes up to the top of the stage. At first glance, there's nothing particularly suspicious about it. Might be some trick to it, but only a magician would know. Puddle! What? There's a puddle behind the staircase. Excuse me. This isn't a puddle from when we broke the tank. The floor around it is completely dry. As long as you don't have to saw them. That was terrifying. Climber's leash. Some cute pink rope for that, but nothing that stops you moving. It's an interesting thing. Some people love the restrained being unable to do anything, but there's others. If you get restrained and you can't move and do anything, a very strong panic will set in on them because you've lost all control. You can't move, and losing full control like that. It's interesting how there's such wide variations between being utterly panicked and upset and freaking out versus finding enticement out of it. Perhaps someone who was wet was here doing something.
That's true.
Changing wet clothes?
But
So for that, after knocking your boyfriend over and splitting his head up. Ooh. Ouch. Was that it was more that you were kind of getting stuck in place and then you start flailing about and you got him? And it causes me the most panic is swimming close to coral. Oh, interesting. What is it about coral that panics you? Oh, although I heard that stuff's razor sharp and can like cut you open, but good.
could it be?
This may be a vital clue for understanding the underwater escape trick. Yeah. Wet staircase. Anything else to look at? Nope. There was something. Oh.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing new here. Makes it funny, not so funny the story, but we have a local accident unit. Oh, I read about those on Reddit sometimes. The funny stories. Oh, just an inexplicable phobia. Interesting. Is there something here? Oh, let's decide that after we search it. Investigate anything that stands out. Okay. Do you see anything, Corey?
Listen.
Since the show was used for the murder, we must investigate Himiko's trick as well. Perhaps there are clues here? There must be something I'm not clicking. Got the puddle. I got the rope. I got the stairs. Large water tank. Oh, this panel right here. Look, it's a different color. It's a hidden door. I just know it. What am I missing? Maybe now that I got the rope? Maybe I did out of order? But being life was a related case. It must be something that's literally right in front of my face. It must be, because I can't move. So confused. I've looked at the open window again just to be safe. I did do the stairs. Oh, maybe I have to do the stairs after the puddle? I have to stop the stairs. Oh, okay, yep, after the puddle. Inspecting closely, I can see that some places on the side are wet. Might have something to do with the puddle next to it. Okay, so yeah, I needed to investigate it after the puddle. I still don't know how the trick was performed.
Hey, so
How long are you going to investigate here? We still gotta find the culprit, you know? Well, let's go.
Kaito!
Kaito. I believe we've investigated everything we need to for now. Our investigation's over now, so who's the culprit? I can't say for certain yet. There are other places I need to investigate.
come on, man.
What? You still don't know? I never thought detective work would be such work. You can't miss a clue? No. Thankfully, they make it where if you try to back out, they sit there and go, oh, you missed something. Kaido with us? It's because we confided in him that we're scared. This is his way of showing how much we're friends now. What else do we gotta investigate? First, the pool next to the gym. They're connected by the window above the stage, so that needs to be looked at.
That's true.
After that, I want to go to Ryoma's room and find out which motive video he had. Then, I want to investigate the Ultimate Tense Bro's lab. I deduced that the handcuffs were found in the water tank probably came from there. Is that everything? Last of all, to the Ultimate Magician's lab. I want to know more about Himiko's trick. If we go there, I'm sure there'll be some kind of clue. Still got a lot to do, huh? Kind of railroads you? Yeah. And I'm much more normal than the women? For the most part, in this one, yes. You should have seen Danganronpa 2. Teru, for one. Byakuya was a little odd. There's some strange guys, but other than that... I'm trying to think back in Danganronpa 1 as well. I think Danganronpa 1, the guys were more odd than the ladies were. Mondo Taka was very stickler. But yeah, right now, I mean, you are right. In V3, the guys are seeming actually a lot more normal. After all, it's gonna be you doing all the heavy lifting here. Right.
Don't screw around.
Hifumi. Oh god, Hifumi. Yes. How can I forget Hifumi? Guitar, we missed you. I need that body pillow right now. Oh, good old Hifumi. Oh, 2D's the best D. Forget 3D. What do you mean, right? Saying I'm useless? And then yes, of course. But Duke, why would I love trash like Nagito? It's just nobody would care about him. I mean, why? Forget 1D. Fumi and Mew. Oh my god. Ugh. Is there a right way to respond to that? Would you like to leave? Yes. To the gym. Can I get to there from inside? That's the magic room. Oh, can I just do the magic room right now? I'm right here. Why not? Scrickety doop. Oh, wait. That was the wrong floor. I actually want to do the pool. Should I do the room? Or there's too many choices. We'll do the gym. We'll do it in the order that he said. To the pool. I keep saying the gym. To the pool. So that was this right here. Building's the school building. That must mean that the window goes somewhere. The windows are blocked off, but that one looks normal. One moment while I close my door. Oh my goodness, my... Ah, there we go. Looks normal. My room. What room has that window? That's a point of interest. Drop the Mew was especially excited for the magic show that she designed. True. Could be. Pool's equipment shed. I'll take a look inside just in case. Huh? Is that an electric air pump? I see. You could easily fill a large inner tube with this. Doesn't seem to be anything else worth inspecting. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, there's the inner tube. Doesn't look like a normal school pool. More like a pool at a resort. The pool is deep, but it isn't filled up all the way. Still plenty of water to swim in. Yes, there's something floating in it. I wanted to look at that. Fabric. Huh? There's something else floating in the pool. Looks like a little piece of fabric. Just trash, right? Nothing to be worried about.
You know...
We're looking for the culprit. We don't have time to pick up trash.
Okay.
Yes, but... perhaps it's just my intuition, but it does bother me. I shall learn to trust it sometimes. My intuition is the ultimate detective. There's an inner tube floating in the pool. Looks like a big sturdy rubber one. Let me guess, some idiots didn't clean up after themselves.
Rise and shine, Ursine!
Don't look at us. I don't like water. I prefer juice. We get heavier when our cotton absorbs water. Makes losing weight a nightmare.
I want to play in the water with everyone. It sounds fun.
You know, Monodam might be onto something. I kind of want to go in the pool now. Yeah, who cares about losing weight?
You stupid.
Idiots, we're not here to play. We're here to smack these bastards into the pits of hell. We're the Mono Cubs, the meanest, nastiest, cruelest mascots around.
Dumbass!
You don't get it? I'll throw you all into the pool myself. Oh, please don't.
Can't we all get along?
Monosuke, please stop. Can't we all just get along?
What?
Your stream froze for a moment. No. But is it better now? You saying that if we don't get along, I'll end up like Mono Kid? Ooh. Same. FBI adding to their weeb hit list? Oh, no. Let me check my OBS here. Ooh. Looks like it's on my end, too, that happened. Dropped down to 1,071 frames, missed all out of nowhere. So that was probably a drop on my end. I don't know. Probably the internet had a hiccup. Alright, sounds good. So it was just like a brief blip, I guess. So then, there's one of us that put the inner tube there, not the Mono Cubs. Well, it doesn't matter. The inner tube probably isn't related to the case. Isn't related to the case? If it were just for playing around, then why is there rope tied to it? What could that be for? That is intriguing. Where's the rope go? Detective mode. Let's go check the diving board. Live dungeon board. Looks like something you find at a resort. Nothing about it has changed. Excellent. Nah, quality content. Unsubbed. You're not even subbed right now, Rochi. Take that. Wait. Or is that you? Oh, that's you following through with what you're saying. Unfollowed, reported. Oh my god. Rochi, please. Please tell me. What can I do? What can I do to change your mind? Your knee broke now? Is this what you wanted? Excellent. But just for you, Guitar. Just for you. You can see the gym's window over there. Ah, that's the window we investigated from the top of the stage in the gym. I mean, it's pretty high up. You wouldn't be able to reach it with just a ladder.
Okay.
I agreed. The ladder only barely reached the window and it was on the stage. If that's the case, that might have been hard for someone to have gone through there.
Okay.
Yeah, you might be right. Oh, I just realized. Dang. I gifted 5 subs. but it didn't put me on the board. Chris is still the top. I want to kick him off, it would have been hilarious. Christmas. Damn holidays, V. Can you get a discount? I'm afraid with the holiday, that means there's an added demand, so that means the prices increase. You know how it is. Something else you have to investigate? Like what? Probably I investigate something else. Same pool rules. Oh, something else that bothers him, they say. Oh, no jumping into the pool, especially at nighttime. Christmas service charge 150%. That's right, Claire knows exactly what it's all about. Got that extra gratuity added. Whoa, where did you come from? I mean, jumping itself is fine. If you want to jump in front of a car or a train, that's on you. But the pool is off limits at nighttime. See? No swimming at nighttime. That'd be a violation, right? If anyone violates a school regulation, a campus-wide siren will blare. Then that person will be ripped apart by the exosols.
What?
You go that far? Well, so far the siren hasn't gone off, so no one's needed to be ripped apart. Yet. Since that's the case, can we assume no one was in the gym or pool at nighttime? Well, at the very least, no one alive. Ooh, there's a big clue. You're off, all right. Well, have yourself a wonderful evening, Guitar. Happy holidays. We'll catch ya. Just a reminder, I will not be streaming this Wednesday, as that is Christmas Day. I'll be out with family all evening. And I will be returning on Friday for a makeup stream instead. Or we'll probably be at the trial. Farewell, sleep well. No swimming at nighttime. That just might play into this case. There we go. Now we got all of them.
Hey, so...
Hey, Shuichi, does this pool really have anything to do with the case? I'm all psyched up about it, but it doesn't seem like there are any clues here.
But...
Well, that inner tube is still bothering me. I don't know what it tells us, but I feel like it's related to this case.
No.
But you know, if the inner tube is related to the case, the culprit's pretty careless. If it's related to the case, why didn't they clean it up?
So...
Just leaving it sitting out like that? Don't you think that's straight up careless? No, even if they wanted to put it away, they couldn't. There's no pole or anything around here that you could use to get the inner tube.
Remember,
Water level's so low, you couldn't grab the tube even if you did manage to bring it closer.
But you know...
Then why not just jump in and fish it out by hand? Oh, that's right, they couldn't get in the water. Couldn't get in the water? Yes, I suppose you could think of it that way.
You know...
Well, can't stay here forever, right? Let's go check out the other places. There's no time to waste, isn't that right, sidekick?
you're right.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. Off to... up. Oh, interesting. The other teleportation points are grayed out. To Ryoma's room. Woo! Nothing like a high-speed chase through everything. All right, where's Ryoma's room? Where's that little shorty? There he is. Oh, his room looked just like mine. This is Ryuma's room, huh? So where's his video? I don't see it sitting out anywhere. Maybe put it on his bookcase? Gotta open all the drawers one by one, checking each of them. That's weird. I can't find it anywhere. Let's see, so we can't find it. That's alright. That's a clue in itself. Huh? What do you mean?
Hey.
You see, if we suppose the motive for the crime was the video, it's a high possibility that Ryoma had the culprit's motive video.
Remember.
If the motive video was left at the scene, it would be immediately suspicious. There's no reason the culprit would leave behind that kind of incriminating evidence. That's true.
Okay.
But the video is not in the room, which means... just like we thought, that video was the motive!
Okay.
Any thoughts on the killer yet? The only thing I can think of is Gonta so far, with the strength to where he lifts up Ryoma to get him into the tank. But he's so small, so I think a lot of people could have done it. I don't know. I don't have a full clue on this one yet.
That's my sidekick.
That's just what I expect from a top sidekick. Shuichi's like,
Shuichi!
What's the matter, Shuichi?
No.
Oh, Gonta is gentleman. Yeah, I don't see any reason why he would kill Ryoma. Doesn't seem right. Nothing.
So,
By the way, I was thinking,
I mean,
maybe we all should have watched those motive videos after all. What?
nah,
They showed the most important people to us, right?
that's right.
So maybe we should have watched them, without looking away from the truth.
I mean,
At the time, I agree with Kibo, but after thinking about it, I changed my mind.
that's right.
We were worried about watching them alone. We could have just watched them together. Watch them together?
Got it.
Yeah, we should have watched together and watched all the videos. Share everybody's motives. Even if it's something you can't bear by yourself, it'd be possible with everyone.
Yeah.
That's what cooperation is, right? That's what Kokichi was trying to do. Huh?
Hey,
Kokichi was trying to get us to participate in a motive video viewing party of sorts. So he forced us into the same room. You think that was his way of cooperating? Do you think the same way? No, if that's what he wanted, he could have just asked us.
Jeez.
That's what a normal person would have done. Thing is, he's not normal.
That's right.
Maybe he did want us to cooperate, but there's no way to know for sure. He'd never tell us. That's true, it's impossible to know what Kokichi was thinking. But I suppose he could have been acting in our favor for once. Investigate here as well, just in case. When I opened the closet, I discovered several identical sets of clothes, just like Ryoma wear. It's like my room. Yeah, my closet's like this too. It's packed with nothing but my uniforms. Really? It must be the same for everyone.
right.
There's no Cubs pad here, so the culprit must have taken it. Alright, so yeah. But I really don't think there's anything there. Why would Oma want us to cooperate? That's a good question. And I think that even he doesn't know why. To the magic room. Trying my hardest to get to the trial before the end of the night. We can do this. We can do this. So this is Himiko's research lab. What are we going to investigate again? Trick that Himiko used in her magic show. I need to figure out how it worked.
You know,
Well, you say that, but what if it was real magic with no tricks or mechanisms? Well, that would be a problem. It's not just about the trick. Let's ask that guy some questions. Sure he knows but he can't tell everyone? Who knows? Who knows?
Shuichi.
Shuichi, you want to ask me something?
Okay.
I'll tell you anything you want to know. You are my favorite, after all. He says that. It sounds like he means the opposite. It makes me nervous.
hey.
I do, actually. It's about when we were kidnapped by Gunta yesterday. You snuck into our rooms to steal our motive videos, right? Was that all you were doing? You came back pretty late.
I see.
See, you want to know my alibi for nighttime yesterday? That's a good question to ask. The gym is off limits during nighttime, so Ryoma was probably killed before or after. Which makes nighttime yesterday so suspicious, since everyone was doing their own thing.
hey,
What were you doing then? It'd be easier if I just explained step by step what happened while I was out last night. You regained consciousness, Shuichi. Gonta brought Himiko and Angie. It was about 5 minutes before 9 p.m. Right after that, I left Gonta's lab and headed toward the dorms. I thought I'd be back in an hour, the start of nighttime, but something happened. Something happened. Right when I got to the entrance hall, Kirumi spotted me. That was right after I left Gonta's lab, so it was right around 9 p.m. She started throwing questions at me left and right, asking if I was up to no good. And she started criticizing my behavior and lecturing on my manners and relationships. Can you believe that? I mean, what does she think she is, my mom or something?
If I remember correctly,
Didn't you ask Kirumi to be your mom earlier?
So mean.
She just kept talking and finally let me go at 10 p.m. Nighttime rolled around. Whole hour. Well, Fiddleman has a thing where he'll say something and you go, damn it, right? Well, only the first half hour was a lecture. They played tag for the other half. So, like Kyoko? She was starting to bore me, so I turned around to leave, and then...
wait.
Stop right there. Conversation's not over yet. Really, I'll listen to you. You're not worthy of lecturing the ultimate supreme leader. Come on, Miss Maid. Catch me if you can. Is that a request? Ooh.
So that means...
Then I guess Kirumi decided to take the tag super seriously. I tried my best, but in the end, she caught me a little before 10 p.m. Then she started lecturing me again and let me go when nighttime started. So, do your alibi still hold up, even when she was chasing you around?
Maybe.
We ran into each other a bunch of times, so yeah, they should hold up. And from 9 p.m. until nighttime, both Kokichi and Kirumi have alibis. After Kirumi let me go, I finally went to the dorms and collected everyone's videos. By the time I returned to Gonta's lab, it was already 11 p.m. And from 10 to 11, he doesn't have an alibi. Yeah, I did see something odd while Kirumi was lecturing me. Something odd? I saw a half-naked girl wandering around the courtyard in her underwear. It's too dark for me to go make out who it was, but I saw her walking around for a bit. Wonder who it was. A girl in her underwear? What the hell is he talking about? Oh my. By the way, you didn't get captured by Gonta yesterday, did you, Kaido? Where were you, and what were you doing?
Okay.
I was running around the whole time. I hid in bathrooms, bedrooms, all over the school. Let's see. What are you doing here, Tsumugi? Well, I'm investigating. I know I'm plain, but it's plain to see I'm investigating.
Okay.
Is that so?
Hey, so...
Find any clues? I'm still thinking about that. I don't think you can uncover clues just by thinking about them. No, in fact, I still haven't found anything. Get to it. Looking around is how you find clues. But I think leaving that guy alone is just plain bad. Tsumugi gave Kokichi a meaningful glance. So I've decided to plainly keep an eye on him. That way even plain old me can help out. It's fair. Alright, large water tank. Huge water tank. It looks like the one that used in Himiko show. Same tank Himiko used in the show. I guess this one was a backup. So Himiko told me in Kibo when we carried the tank out of here. Then perhaps when we investigate this tank, we can learn the secret of the trick. Encouraged, I began walking around the tank. I was looking for anything that could be a switch or mechanism. What's this? There's a segment of the tank near the top that opens up. But why open up there? Oh wait, perhaps it isn't random. The segment had to open up here. Oh, it didn't say there was something else that I had to investigate. No, I guess that was it. Success is mine. Okay, wait. Huh? What are you doing here, Kirumi? You'll agree to investigate with at least one other person present, yes? She glanced toward Maki. So you're staying with Maki.
Got it.
Good thinking. Hey, once we're done the trial, can I get a massage? But, of course. Since you're here, Shuichi, may I ask you a question? Time of death was not provided, so I'm questioning everyone in order to determine it. When was the last time you saw Ryoma alive? Before I was kidnapped by Gonta yesterday, around 6 in the evening. Last time I saw him was way before then. I didn't see him at all yesterday, actually. And you are fun, Kaito. What's important is the last time someone witnessed him alive.
Hey!
What's that happening? Oh dear, oh dear, Rochi. Oh dear. The last time someone witnessed Ryoma alive. Gonta was the last one to see him alive around 8 p.m. yesterday. Ryoma managed to avoid being captured by him using his Shukuchi method. Ryoma was still running around after he got captured. Furthermore, 30 minutes earlier, Miyu saw Ryoma as she was fleeing from Gonta. In that case, Gonta's testimony is highly credible. Yes, we can at least know that Ryoma was alive yesterday until around 8 p.m.
Hey!
Maki, what are you doing here? Earlier you said that you weren't going to help us investigate. Were you serious about that? You'll be fine even if I don't help, right? You're the detective, not me. You think you can't solve this case on your own? That's completely different. This is... that's pretty harsh. My sidekick is working his ass off. Sidekick.
Got it.
Yep, Shuichi's my sidekick now. Shouldn't it be the other way around? The dumb one should be the sidekick.
So...
The dumb one? I'm more of a scientist type of guy, so this stuff really isn't my thing. Would being a scientist be helpful for an investigation?
No.
More importantly, why have you been here the whole time? Is there a reason?
Like I'd know.
Why do you care?
No.
Because it's been bothering me. You've been in here ever since this room opened up. Almost as if you're keeping watch, making sure no one else enters.
I don't understand.
This interrogation?
No.
No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I just want you to talk to me, Maki. Poor Kaido. This has nothing to do with the case. Please tell me so.
Hey,
Shoot that you don't have to help us if you don't want to.
is that all right?
But you at least cooperate with our investigation, because all our lives are on the line.
That's so.
Even if I did cooperate, I wouldn't be any help. Mostly because I've been in here for the last several days. Only gone back to my dorm at night to shower, including last night.
Hey,
Then I can ask you this. Did you see Gonta last night? Gonta was searching the grounds last night trying to capture all of us.
why?
How were you able to avoid being caught?
I see.
Gonta did stop by, but I managed to chase him off somehow. All I did was tell him, "If you lay a hand on me, you'll choke to death on your own tongue." That's all. So, Gonta got scared off by that? I guess he would hold back against a girl. To listen to Maki's testimony, a question grew in my mind. Why did Maki not want to leave so badly? What reason did she have for that?
Hey,
We're done here, you're wasting your time talking to me. I don't know anything. Okay, I'm done here. Huh? You are?
That's right.
Well, her alibi's a little shaky, but I don't think she killed Ryoma. That's what my instincts are telling me.
Hey, so
If you remember anything, be sure to tell Shuichi, okay?
I believe in you.
He's my sidekick, you know? He's pretty good. In the end, the only thing we were able to get out of Maki was that she was here the whole time. But no one else can verify that testimony. That might be a problem later. Off to the next bit. The ultimate tennis room. This should be the last place, I believe. Lad. If I'm right, then the handcuffs that were found in the tank came from here. Handcuffs came from here. That means the culprit was here as well. They have left a trace of evidence in that back room. Imagine Maki being the killer? Could be spooky. This room is a little different from when we were here before. It feels off.
What's the matter?
What's the matter, Shuichi?
No.
Nothing. Anyway, let's figure out the handcuffs. Should take care of that problem first. Well, what's off is this net, for one. Fine, let's go to the shower room. Hey, it could happen. Ooh, look at this. The first time I've been in here. The shower room, but feels less like the Ultimate Tennis Pros. And more like the Ultimate Prisoner's Lab.
Hey, so
You think it was made that way on purpose? Did they remodel the shower just for that? Yeah, I think they did. Jeez, Monokuma's got bad taste. Well, we already knew that. Well, I bet you this window's the one that looks out and over the pool. This window has no vines or barbed wire or bars blocking it. Could it be? There was that one window I could see from the pool area. This might be it. Go ahead, open it and check.
Just as I
Yes,
was-
this is definitely it.
The window you can see from the pool is the window to Ryoma's lab.
third floor is high up, but if they aimed well, they could reach the pool. But Monokuma said you can't go in the pool at nighttime, right?
If anyone violates a school regulation, a campus-wide siren will blare. And then that person will be ripped apart by the exocells. You go that far? Well, so far the siren hasn't gone off, so no one's need to be ripped apart. Yet. If that hasn't happened yet, can we assume that no one is in the gym or pool at nighttime? Well, at the very least, no one alive.
But you know,
Why do you say no one alive?
Is that all right?
Well, if you're hinting that a dead person wouldn't be considered to be breaking the rules. Which means it's possible that a dead body was in the gym or the pool at nighttime. So there's a chance Ryoma was carried to the gym after he was killed. You know, there's no point carrying his body there if he can't even get in. I don't know if it's safe to say there was no point. Wait a sec, what's this?
hey, so
Look, there's weird scratches on the window frame.
You're right.
It's as if something scraped against it. These marks are similar to the ones that were on the gym's window frame. positive these marks aren't the result of opening and closing the window normally. This window frame is sturdy as well. The gym's window frame was the same way. Looks like it would hold, even with a lot of weight on it.
Shuichi!
Now you understand, right, Shuichi? What?
Got it.
How amazing I am to have noticed such a super ultra important clue.
Kaito Momota.
All a day's work for Kaito Momota, luminary of the stars. I mean, I found a pretty important clue too, but I won't say that. Woohoo! And then here's the handcuffs. There they are, the handcuffs. Look, Kaito handcuffs hanging on the wall. Look like the ones in the tank. Wait, are they the same?
Cuz,
I think so. Here, look.
remember.
See, one empty hook. The handcuffs we found must have been hung here. Indeed, Duke. Indeed. That means the culprit was definitely here. Oh, the sink? Okay. A pretty big stone sink. You could fill up with a lot of water. What's this? Scratches on the stone. It's like something was scraped against it. Right, what made them? These scratch marks are clearly not natural. They must have been made by some kind of metal. So I'm thinking these scratches, Ryoma was drowned in the sink. That is interesting. Came here to confirm my suspicion about the handcuffs found in the tank. But we found even more important clues than I expected. Together with the fact that this is Ryoma's own lab. Too many points of concern to be mere coincidence. It must be important evidence. Was Vance in front or behind him when he was handcuffed? They were in front in the tank. Seems like you figured something out. You seem more confident.
All right.
Right, then on to the next place. There's no point staying here.
Okay.
Right. Except I went everywhere. Except for the out.
Hey,
So, where should we go?
Whoa!
Came out of the shower room, Kaito tripped and fell to the ground.
Hold up.
The hell? Something's caught on my legs! That looks like a cable.
Ah.
This for the tennis net? Man, whoever left this here should have put it in the corner. Wait, the tennis net? See, so that's why this room felt odd. I should investigate this in detail. Kaito, you said this cable is for hanging up the tennis net, right? Yeah, that's right. No, this game forced me to be the partner, Rochi. Oof. Big oof. Our original duo was pro, but unfortunately it could not last. It's the cable that keeps the net up. That's it. The reason I thought this room felt off is because of the net. Came here last time, the test net was up.
Okay.
Now the net cable has been removed. It's like someone took the cable off. Why would they do that?
Hey.
Kaito, can you help me? I want to measure how long this cable is. No need, it's about 50 feet long.
Huh?
What? Oh, I was in the tennis club till middle school, so I know how long the cable is. You were in the tennis club?
That's right.
That's why it pissed me off so much that Ryoma was acting like that.
Hey.
Did you know Ryoma from before? Never met him, but I heard a lot about him.
You know.
I mean, these days, there's no one who's played tennis that hasn't heard of him. Been a tennis legend since middle school. He's like a hero to every tennis kid. Then, once I finally got to meet him, he became a coward. Pissed me off so much. Ended up being too hard on him.
Damn.
Forgetting that now won't help. There's nothing I can do.
So.
Game forced? You're half here? Okay. I was suspicious about the length of the cable. Something about it bother you?
No.
No, nothing specific. I was just checking. Good old RP. So detectives get bothered by small details, huh? Like an overbearing mother-in-law nitpicking you out of a young wife. What is that analogy? This is complicated indeed, and that's what makes solving these trials so much more
investigating?
enjoyable.
You've been tired of it for a while now? Well, that's how it goes. Investigations aren't all that fun, you see. But it's a necessary step before we can move on to the main event. Kinda like searching the internet for that perfect porno video.
Damn it, Monaco.
In fact, some people think the search is the best part. Weird, huh? Anyway.
Trying to find that perfect video to your specific tastes at that specific moment in time with your specific surroundings.
The class trial is starting soon. Please gather at the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard.
Not that V would know. That's true. Yes.
Shuichi!
Looks like it's time, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Dumbass.
Hey, bro. Why you look so worried now?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. You can do it. I believe in you, bro. Believe in me?
Why?
Why, bro? Why do you trust in me, Kaido? There's a chance I'm the
Idiot.
I believe in you because I want to. Do I need reason other than that, bro?
Huh?
What?
Listen up.
Is that why you believed in Kaede? I mean, sure, I might get betrayed in the end, but
I believe in
I
you.
worry about that. I won't be able to believe in the people I want to believe in.
Shuichi,
Shuichi, we're still young. Can't die before I've had my first drink or gone to space.
let's do it.
You're not going to get yourself in gear now, then when? That's all you've got.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Kaido, I know.
Keep your chin up.
Yeah, that's the expression I want to see. That's my sidekick. He's right. I just have to do it. I have to believe in myself. I have to believe what I can do, that I can do this. I'm going to survive. We're going to survive together.
That's it.
Maybe I don't really understand it. Maybe I don't have a reason. Of the episode South Park, the internet died and stands down to try and find some specific. I don't want to live. I want to die with everyone else. Now, what was that flashback? No, I want to live. I want to live a long life. I don't want to die. You're popping out. All right, we'll see you, Cheese. This is probably going to be the close to the end anyways. Yes, we will see you Friday. Happy holidays. Catch you later. Die players like this? Never!
Don't worry about it.
I believe in you. Let's go to the Shrine of Judgment. That is outside. Everybody's here.
Everyone!
Is everyone ready? Not like we have choice, right? You are quick to understand. It's as though Monokuma has you trained.
What?
We got nothing to worry about, right, assholes? Figure out the culprit, won't we?
Don't worry.
Of course, we don't need to worry. The top suspect is super obvious this time.
Hey.
Right, Himiko? Dare you bully Himiko, you degenerate? Want me to Aikido chop your head off, huh?
Wait,
That's not even Aikido anymore, is it?
either way.
This matter will be discussed in due time. You should save your arguments until then. It's
right.
trial time! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, let's put an end to this at the class trial.
Right.
I could see being Kurumi. Just because of all her skills and the fact that she was everywhere the previous day. But she supposedly has an alibi for when Kokichi was playing hide and go seek with her, essentially, and tag and all that. Man, they have to replace that poor thing every time. The door appeared before us with pomp, as if sending heroes off to war. After a pause, we all stepped through the door. We were silent. All I could hear was our unsteady breathing. Because as Shuichi said, this about timing. Yip, 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 yip. Just as we passed through the door, it started up again. Normally I wouldn't mind the shaking, but I'm feeling especially sensitive to it now. Each of us felt that trembling through our entire bodies as we sank further still. Without sure footing, I'm positive I would have fallen as well. My breathing was becoming more ragged, my heart pounding harder and harder. But just when I thought I would pass out from the nerves, Himiko's a cold killer. Totally. Plus she'd totally have the strength with her magic to do it. The elevator came to a stop. This wasn't the end, no. It was only the beginning. It was then that just when I thought my nerves were about to burst, I farted, and it was all better. Welcome! You've hopelessly arrived once again? Did you want to come here again because of how wonderful it is? Isn't it wonderful? I put so much effort into building this place, it should be a monument. Actually, we're the ones who used the exocells to build this courtroom. My father just took all the credit.
But I am happy to be used as a slave by father.
What are you saying?
You guys are really committing to this henchman bit.
They're so
You guys are just so cute that I can't help working you to the bone. Put a lot of elaborate detail into this courtroom, almost like it's for show.
Oh?
For show, huh? That's an interesting way to put it. 3 to 5. Oh dear lord. Oh dear. Is this just for show? Are you showing this to the people outside and... Those people aren't with us, so you don't need to worry about them. Get it? They're not with us, as in they're no longer with us, you know what I mean?
Hey,
In other words, you 13 are the only ones left in the world. Now, show me just how you intend to bargain for your lives. Then the class trial began. Ryomo Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. After falling from his former glory, he told us he had no reason to live. But even so, he said he wanted to fight beside us, to get out of here with us. For that, he was trying to find a reason to live. He might have been a little stern, but he wasn't a cold man at all. And the person who killed him, I mean, humans were functionally extinct? Could be. Is here right now. I want to believe that's a lie. I don't want to believe it at all, but... if this is where I find the truth, I won't avert my eyes anymore. This is the wish she entrusted to me. I will find the truth. To get out of here with everyone alive. I'm going to survive. I can't die here in order to keep my promise to her. I will fight. I'll fight for my life in this trial of truth and lies. Do you wish to save? Yes. Yes, I do. Let's save! Save the game! Wait, is this the right spot? Yeah. Alright. Alright, so, as I was saying, we are going to be ending it off here. So thank you so much everybody for hanging out tonight. We're going to be going on to the trial this upcoming Friday. So if you weren't here at the beginning, a reminder that I will not be streaming this upcoming Wednesday, as that lands right on Christmas Day, and I will be out with family. So I will be moving that stream over to Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then, so that's where we'll do the trial then. So for other thrilling content and updates as to the channel, follow my Twitter. I post updates there, little random thoughts throughout the day, as well as my Discord where we chat about, well, these games, as well as among other things in life as well. And then if you ever miss any videos, or if you're curious about, say, the past Danganronpas, I have them all uploaded on my YouTube channel. So you can check out all previous VODs there, and the best thing is you can skip ahead to all the good parts. Tired of me running around? Boop, skipped. Haha. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all of you, and I hope that you have a fabulous time with friends and family. If not, Feel free to pop me some messages over the Twitter or Discord. I'll respond, because I'm sure I'll find some times during the day. We'll see you all later.